Okay. We're clearly having issues with StreamYard here today. Welcome to another episode of the Fellowship of the D20. I'm going to hand it on over to Steve for the intro.
Why, thank you. When last we met, the Phandalin 5 was heading towards Sacred Stone Monastery in the hopes of averting an apocalyptic level crisis, as heroes do. Rivers and seas rising, earthquakes are hitting cities, the dead are rising from the graves, and dogs and cats are living together. Mass hysteria!
I was hoping you were going to go there.
Nice.
There are vampires working for Umberly that are at war with Waterdeep, and the group's adopted home of Phandalin is under siege. The crisis has been triggered by 4 elemental cults that have been fighting with each other, with our group caught in the middle of all this. On top of that, our old friend Karlsruhe has been kidnapped by the Howling Hatred cult, worshipping a god of air, and has been taken to a place called the Fane of the Eye, which we've been trying to find. It also turned out that our group had earned the interest of the gods, as all of us were given various offers. Bjorn agreed, and he became a priest of the war god Tempus. But not all of us took up on those offers. Tamora made an offer to Cirrus, who gave her an appropriately rude answer. After some debate, the group decided to take on the Black Earth cult in the hopes of reaching the Fane of the Eye. The cult bases seem to be connected through a series of ancient dwarven ruins that lead down to the Fane of the Eye. Since it seemed likely that the Black Earth would give us the least amount of trouble on the way in, we set out in the direction of Sacred Stone Monastery, where the cult was reputed to be located. Along the way, we fought some earth elementals, as well as a giant purple worm, though we didn't know if it was searching for us or if we just happened to be in the way. Whichever that was, we destroyed the elementals, and we made the purple stuffed worm do a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors, 61. The exertion gave us all a new burst of strength, and our party reached level 9, but we were also spent after the battle, and we needed a long rest to recover. As we traveled in search of a place to rest, we found a strange sight on the way. A hut walking towards the group on chicken legs. It turned out that the hut was a gift from whodunit's patron, the Baba Yaga, no relation to John Wick. But oddly, Eleutheria knew her by another name, Shielba. In fact, the hut calls itself Shielba's Pride. So the hut took us in, allowed us rest and refreshment, and then took us up to the monastery and dropped us off at the front door. But Shielba asked for a price to whodunit for her favor, the blood and mask of one of the cultists in the monastery. The monastery seemed to be quiet at first, and we split the party to explore the exterior of the place to try to find a good way in. This turned out not to be such a good idea, as whodunit ran into a pack of gargoyles near the gardens in the back.
It was a great idea. There were just some unforeseen complications.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Okay, we'll go with that. The rest of the party regrouped to help him dispatch the gargoyles, and we made our way inside. Or more like stumbled inside, because whodunit tried to unlock a door while Cirrus was away, and this triggered a trap set on the door.
See, now that was the bad idea.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That was admittedly very bad.
From there, we started searching through the monastery, and we found an old lady in one of the rooms. We presented ourselves as potential initiates into the cult, and she led us into the main chamber to speak with their leader. However, the leader became suspicious. Yes, it was.
that was the worst idea.
Yes, it was. The leader became suspicious, and our group was soon surrounded by initiates. Eleutheria started to suspect some kind of a trap, and Bjorn soon lost patience with the whole act and decided to go into full rage mode on the cult leader. From there, it soon became clear that these were all Black Earth cultists, and we were soon surrounded by monks, Duergar, Grey Dwarves, basilisks, minotaurs, and even a Medusa. The battle didn't start well for us at all. Yeah, Bjorn was quickly surrounded by everyone who was in the room, and on top of that, he fell under the gaze of the Medusa. Cirrus did do some effective hit and run tricks with his new psionic powers, but like all of us, he was facing overwhelming numbers. Whodunit did have some early success using an illusion to keep the basilisks and the monks from seeing them, but the Duergar were able to see through the illusion and then warned anybody who could understand them and broke the spell around those people. Thankfully, this did not apply to the basilisks who remained under the illusion. Eleutheria got into some serious trouble, though, casting her darkness spell and trying to snipe at the cultists. But then the old lady turned out to be one of the head monks, and she was able to spot Eleutheria through tremor sense. And honestly, I should have noted that I was floating, but oh well. Eleutheria got in some good shots against her with her extra attack and a smite, but not before the monk took her down with a stunning strike, which broke her concentration and dropped her darkness spell. Boja was able to do some damage with Spirit Guardians as she covered the group's line of escape, and she was also able to finish off that monk with a few shots of Scorching Ray. But by then, our group was pretty badly hurt, and Eleutheria was down on the ground and exposed. And with that, I turn the game over to the Emesis, and we'll start the next round of combat.
Yes, we are in the rated R version now that Eleutheria is down on the ground and exposed. Everyone look away until she can recover.
Look away, baby, look away.
Very nice.
When you see between my thighs, won't you turn away your eyes? Look away, baby, look away.
You were about to get a point of inspiration for going that old song, and then you went there. So, point of inspiration given and taken away. So,
should have been double
with the DM given, the DM take it away.
The extremely obscure Peter Cetera reference.
In real life, apparently, I am a bard.
Yes, we did that. We found out what our classes were in real life the other day. Maybe we will share that with you. But as it is, we are still in this combat. You guys have done very well. I'm glad that the technical gremlins did not get Jeff. He was able to persevere and push through using his bardic skills. And so we... All right. I see we're going to have that kind of session today. I will also say that the evil cat Dixon is.
We laugh in the face of death, which may very well happen to us.
Stop giving me the openings, man.
Yeah. Well, that's Eleutheria. So the evil cat Dixon is laying at my feet and is giving me inspiration because he is just as evil as my progeny. And with that, we are in the top of the order of combat.
Keep them evil children from whispering sweet nothings in your ears.
Oh, they're always around.
Kill them, Daddy. Kill them.
I've got a psychic connection with them 24/7. So, Eleutheria, we're at the top of the order, and it goes to you. So
totally makes me think of like the first Jason, like the first Friday 13 movie, like, kill him, mommy, kill him. I will, Jason. I will. Kill the party, DM. Kill him. I will, honey. I will.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Let me see what I can do. I'm trying to find a good line where I can hit as many people as possible with my with Storm Shard. So I want to take at least the Medusa out.
Oh, that would be nice.
Maybe like I'm thinking like maybe if I hit him from here, and then try to hit him, throw it in a way where I can miss Bjorn and hit everybody to his right.
Well, it's a straight line, so, and the Medusa is. Where is the Medusa? There's a lot of people on the map.
I think isn't she to the right of Boja?
Is this her right here? Yes, this is her right here.
Yeah. So we're gonna Storm Shard all them.
If you go in a straight line from there, you are looking at.
Like you can draw a line with your little ruler icon.
Yeah. So it's going to go this direction like that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right.
you're going to
Or
hit
if
with one stone.
If you
Yeah,
go a
the
little
problem is-
clockwise, you might be able to take out the basilisks too.
Yeah. The problem is that I don't want to. The problem is like if I go a certain direction, what's going to happen is I'm going to be in the threatening square of like somebody that is to the west of me.
Well, as
So
long
I'm
as
not
you
sure
don't
I want to do that.
Yeah, like if you don't step away, you're just going on that diagonal, you will nail 3 creatures.
Yeah, you'll hit the Medusa and 2 basilisks. So,
Okay. Sounds
or
good
no,
to me.
not 2 basilisks, 2 monks. So,
You will also earn the gratitude of Bjorn.
And that is a gift of immense value.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
There
I
is-
guess we can.
there is so much going on over there right now. There are a buttload of creatures. That is the technical term, buttload of creatures.
Yeah. Or I could take a risk and go right under the Duergar
Well, if I'm
here.
surrounded by them, I guess that makes me the asshole.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go here.
Ooh. Okay.
We're going to head straight north.
He's going to
All those 5 dudes above me get slammed. That's 1 Basilisk, Medusa, and 3 Duergar.
Okay. What is the
just a technical question, real quick? I listed them as gorgons. Are they Medusas?
Basilisks.
All right.
There's Medusas and there are
2 basilisks
Okay,
and a
and
Medusa. A gorgon in
D&D
D&D is something else.
Yeah, D&D didn't for some reason, for all the mythology they packed into it, somebody didn't realize that Medusa was the name of the woman who was transformed into a gorgon. So by the time they'd listed the monster as a Medusa, they're like, well, we got this name Gorgon. So a gorgon is basically a steel scaled bull that has a petrifying breath. So it's sort of in the same family.
2 different creatures then, with the names then.
2 different creatures.
Okay.
So it's 27 on anybody who fails their dex save.
All right.
So straight up the line there.
And then 13 for anybody who passes it.
What do I have? 1, 2, 3 Duergars and the Medusa?
And the Basilisk.
All right. So here's dex saves from them. 2, 3. And then
going for maximum damage.
Yeah.
Basilisk. Dex save.
Which might screw you up because if all goes well, I'm going to be running right past you.
Medusa dex save. And the DC. DC? AC/DC. The DC.
Who made who?
I believe it's 17. Let me double check that.
All right. So 1 Duergar pass.
Yeah, spell save DC is 17. That's what you got to make.
So that's a good start. So only 1 passed. And how much damage did you do? 27?
27 total, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Boom.
That's just 1 short of your record, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Boom.
Oh yes. Keep them dominoes falling.
Boom.
Oh, Steve, yes.
And you did 26 to her. So she just looks pissed off. She tanked it.
All right.
And you did some damage to this guy.
Yeah, and for my bonus action, I'm throwing my darkness back up.
Okay. I will put your darkness on you in a second. Let me move these tokens out of the way so that I can have a little bit better idea of what's going on around here, because there's a lot going on.
Bjorn gives a nod to Eleuthria and thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nicely played. Nicely played.
Move those down there. So you throw Karlsruhe's weapon, whether it's still his or not, remains to be seen, and it blasts out a bolt of lightning that goes through one of the Duergar. The one closest to you is able to see it. He half dodges aside from it, taking some damage, but he's still up. The Medusa, not seeing it at all, strikes her, but doesn't seem to do a whole lot to her.
That's going to be interesting.
Still up and standing, but the other 3 Duergar behind them are taken by the bolt of the lightning, and the other 2 and the basilisk, and they shake back and forth, sizzling and cooking from the lightning bolt before falling dead to the ground. And then Eleuthria throws up darkness, and we go next to Bjorn. So
hang on, you might okay, it's not going to catch Bjorn, but you might want to put that darkness up before the rest of us go, because that is probably going to catch Boja in its radius. Definitely some.
I think no, but you are going to be.
I'm up on a wall for the moment.
Oh, okay. No, I think she's out of range, just barely.
Well, let's see.
15 feet.
Yeah,
does this put me at disadvantage with the darkness?
She is in range, as are these guys right here.
Okay. Boja, you're going to need to move a little bit out of the way.
It's as big as the circle she's already got going.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm in a threatened square. I can't move right now. Unless you want me to move south. I could do that.
Although
I don't like being flanked. I don't want to be flanked, but
Actually, you can't throw it up as a bonus action. It takes an action to cast darkness.
Nope, that's bonus action.
Drow.
Oh, drow. Drow.
Yep.
So I'm at disadvantage because I'm in the darkness,
Sneaky
correct? So I'd have
elves.
to reckless attack to cancel that out.
No, Bjorn, you're not in any darkness.
What you see on you right now is
Oh,
my spiritual guardian, and you are not affected by it.
Okay.
Yeah, she has
Okay.
got it
Okay.
good
Yep.
for allies.
And Boja, you're kind of half in, half out of the darkness. I'll leave it up to you from what I've got on screen right now. So you should be able to see it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Once I add it to the token layer. So
Won't
that's where
you
the
save my
darkness is.
ass again?
Yeah.
And I really like that effect. That looks cool.
That looks
And I'm just going to say for the record, if anybody tries to attack me, I'm casting shield immediately
Okay.
with my reaction.
I like
Right.
this animated. That looks cool.
That-
So,
that looks way cooler than the thing you were putting up before.
yeah, I like that.
And
Nice.
I am already raging, correct?
Yeah.
From last time we were in the middle of this, right?
Mhm.
I don't think you've dropped rage yet, have you?
I'm just
No.
checking. I'm trying to make sure I understand.
Oh
the
yeah,
situation.
you've been in
Yeah.
in constant battle.
Okay.
Yeah, you've been raging this whole time. You should be raging. Look at what's around you, or what was
Yep.
around you.
We've only been fighting
Yeah.
for like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't feel like
so-
that.
Yep, you're up.
So this
Now-
is a basilisk. What's this guy up here to my upper left?
Oh, Nim, do you know which of the guys are the basilisk?
This is a basilisk right here.
No, the question was the Duragar shouted out, "It's an illusion." My question to you was did the basilisk understand?
No, the basilisk did not understand.
So Bjorn,
Yeah.
you do have advantage on hitting the basilisk if you want to smack him.
So,
I think it's a good idea to do that.
and the guy
Okay.
to your upper left is a
Because
very
you-
wounded guard. So
Yeah.
they,
So like because you can't look directly at him to avoid petrification, you could smack him at a normal rolls because the
Okay.
advantage disadvantage cancels out.
so you have a
All right.
basilisk
Well,
here.
well, hold on.
You have
Couldn't
monks,
I
monks.
reckless attack on top of that and gain? Or
Sure.
is that how that works?
You can.
Yeah, I'll leave that to Nim. This is his game.
That's a DM ruling whether an
Yeah.
additional advantage can stack or whether it's just an automatic cancel back to
Yeah.
normal.
Because
You
the
could
general
you could kill the guard and get his hit points
Yeah,
and then attack the
the
basilisk.
way I've been playing it is that advantages, disadvantages stack, and then we just kind of, if they cancel each other out, you're normal. Or if you stack, so you're +2 on advantage and have a -1 disadvantage, then you have advantage.
I mean, because like rules is written, you don't
Okay.
do double advantage, double disadvantage, things like that.
Yeah, I've been doing the opposite. So, and you
Right.
know me,
Okay.
I play.
Rules
fast
is
food.
written if they're both there, it zeroes out regardless of
Who
numbers.
cares about Jeremy
Yeah.
Crawford anyway? or
But
what
it
do you
makes
think?
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attack the shit. I forgot what he was now. The guy to my upper left there. The
The hurt guy,
That's
hurt
a guard.
Guard, yes.
the guard
I'm gonna
dog.
attack him with reckless attack.
You ain't nothing but a guard dog.
All right, 22.
Bean doesn't like basilisks apparently.
No.
22 is a hit, right?
Yeah, and he's dead. He had all of 2 hit points. He's been surviving this whole time with 2 hit points. So
Okay. Well then, I will use my attack I get from killing him after I get my temporary hit points
Get your
Yeah.
hit points
to attack the basilisk.
okay.
Ooh, and I got 4.
4.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
So, moving some of these guys out of the way.
All right.
Oh,
and now
While I'm thinking about it, what did you do with your the badger, or did you use your bonus action?
Oh, it's
So-
still the badger's still in here.
Yeah, I didn't do anything with the
Yeah,
badger,
do
so
something with
whatever
the
you
badger.
want.
So I got to move the badger on his own. Yep.
Yeah.
He goes up here to attack this monk. I'll do that attack after Bjorn's done. So,
Sounds fun to me.
and that's what he said. He actually
Okay.
sounds like that. Yep. So,
Well, he's going to die, and he's not going to inflict very much damage, but that's fine. He's
so
he's
so
a
the
damage
badger
dog.
is actually a
He's
chihuahua.
distracting them.
yeah.
He's distracting them. Yeah.
Well, when he runs, he makes that yip sound, But
Yeah.
when he gets excited, he starts to sound like Pac-Man. So he's like, "Quack, quack, 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 quack." It's like that when he goes. So
Yeah.
So 15 on the basilisk.
Yeah.
that is a hit.
Wow. All right. That is 13 points of damage on the basilisk.
However, because you started your we'll do that in a second. How much damage?
13 points.
Okay.
Okay. Now
you were-
I'm gonna.
You're not looking at the basilisk, right? So we still have the
Right.
whole petrification thing going on. So
Correct.
okay.
Okay.
Because that would give you that was the disadvantage that you had, right?
Yeah, the disadvantage, which is why I asked if the basilisk was also a disadvantage,
All
so
right.
they would even out for him.
I'm a little slow on the uptake. I got it now.
Without him
We're
having
good.
to risk himself again.
Yep.
He's already rooted to the floor.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So that was your
So-
bonus attack for killing that guy. So you got
Yeah.
two
I
more
still have
attacks.
2 more attacks. Yeah. All right. And I'm gonna reckless attack against the basilisk
okay.
to give myself advantage. And 12.
That
Ouch.
is a miss.
Yeah, no shit. All right. And
I think you rolled double twos, man.
I did
Yep.
roll double twos.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm
Ouch.
sorry.
Yeah. All right. And let's try that one more time.
Oh, there we go.
29.
There we go.
Oh.
Critted, baby.
Crit.
Yep.
Tempus is
Damn.
with us.
Oh,
Tempus in the
gosh.
house.
All right. So that's
Double
another
ones
12
on-
points.
Double ones on
Oh,
damage.
double
though.
ones.
Can you roll?
Oh,
Re-roll.
I can
Ones
reroll
for
both of
damage.
those. Yes.
Okay.
That's right. You're great weapon master.
So
Yeah.
roll,
Yeah.
re-roll the D12
Yeah.
and the D10 there.
Okay. so
D10?
D12.
Yeah. 9. That's cool.
Right. And the D10.
So 9 and 16, and then you had 2, so 18. So
Yeah.
plus, what's your strength? Plus 4?
5.
5.
Right.
So that's 21 points. So yeah, a lot
5.
better than what it was. So
Yes.
Bjorn takes out the guard with a casual backhand of his great axe, follows
Yep.
through. He's so
Pimp
excited by it, and hits the basilisk. Then, turning a huge sweeping arc, he strikes the basilisk again, but misses. The basilisk dodging aside. But little did the basilisk know it put itself right in line for a huge back sweep back from the great axe, and it slices off several of its legs, leaving it severely wounded, but still up and able to fight.
Ooh.
What about his legs? He don't need his legs.
Oh, they've got like 10 or
Meat's
12
back on the
legs, so-
menu, boys.
That leaves us with whodunit.
I'll give you
All
some,
right.
Mr. Simeon, if
And
you don't
whodunit,
mind.
I will tell you, you are within 30 feet of the Medusa. So you must either take disadvantage on attack rolls or look at the Medusa. It's up to you.
Oh, I'm not making an attack roll
Okay.
at all. I am not looking at.
You're not looking at anything.
I'm also 35 feet in the air currently, but yeah, that's still. Yeah, because I'm up on the wall,
You're going to
being
require me to
about-
do trigonometry.
about to be harried by 2 gargoyles. So I'm about to try something rather risky. But before that happens, I will
I
use
mean,
my
a rabbit
action.
in a hairy situation is extra super hairy.
Extra super. I am going to use my action to move my illusion. And as I move my illusion, because I want to cover Boja and Bjorn, I'm going to try something out of the box with the silent image. I'm going to fill each of these squares with a Bjorn or a Boja or a whodunit, milling about, just scampering like the Three Stooges, trying to create an impromptu mirror image kind of deal because I'm going to try and get my ass over there as well.
Wop, 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 wop. All
So
right.
let's see if this works. The idea is something like the again like a mirror image kind of thing, or the effect of the trickery domain cleric. You know, just trying to give enemies disadvantage on hitting anybody over there.
I gotta say
Never
it.
mind my
Way to
attack
use
roll.
your illusion.
Yes.
Now,
Little
now
Guns
for
N'
the
Roses.
for the risky part, which this may work great, this may work horribly. DM,
Yes.
I would like to try and give myself forced movement by not clinging to the wall and dropping almost to
35
the
feet.
not quite. I don't want to hit the floor because I want to take damage, but I want to, just before I hit the wall, I want to try and re-adhere and run down so I can use my movement to run across the floor. So I'm sure you're going to want me to do some sort of roll for this.
35 feet. Okay. I am going to set the DC this way. So this is how I'm going to rule.
Okay.
You're falling 30 feet. So I'm going to
Mhm.
require an athletics check. And the
All right.
DC will be, instead of your taking falling damage, it is a 3d6, and that will set the DC. So
Roll low. 3 1s. 3 1s. 3 1s. Let's have some 3 1s.
13.
Okay, that's not
Could
horrible.
have been
I
a lot
will be adding guidance to this.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. You say athletics or acrobatics?
You could use either one. So
I will go with acrobatics if I get a choice.
all right.
Looks like I won't need to use guidance after all.
So you let go in a very daring move. The gargoyle is falling, and because it's forced movement, that does not.
That's right. I did
provoke
not
an
want to
attack
get the.
opportunity.
That was the plan.
And so you drop right out. The gargoyle is surprised to see you disappear, letting go, and then you deftly reapply your hand to the wall, stopping just above the floor, so that you can now move.
All right. I will attempt to run because I'm in blackness now. I will attempt to run to where I think Boja is. Do you want me to make any sort of roll to avoid running into Eleutheria?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a D20 roll.
All right.
Yeah, I can also tell him like which way to go when I see him. So
You're fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Running past Eleutheria, and let's see how far can I go from there, because that will leave me with 30 feet.
And while you're doing that, I will say that the badger went yip, 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 yip up there and bit at one of the monks and missed rather badly.
Yeah,
So,
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to like
he doesn't have the speed or the dex for that. So.
just kind of poke my head slightly out of the darkness. See Boja's like, okay, what do I need to be? And actually kind of duck back into it just a little bit.
okay.
That will end my turn.
What about Mr. Bang and Mr. C?
Mr. Bang is destroyed. I just have him sitting aside in case I use an action to respawn him.
Okay.
Mr. Simeon.
He was
He
next.
is-
Yeah,
he's
to my
still over
right.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is invisible. I can't see Eleutheria to help Eleutheria out, so I'm not sure. I think he's got 40 feet of movement. But if I'm not doing anything,
can't he see in magical darkness?
no. Apparently it's not all fiends. It's not all devils.
Mm-hmm.
It's like his stat block says he has a dark vision, not devil sight, which is unfortunate because I was really counting on that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so why is it still trying to draw a box? Don't draw a box. That's
I
because
do have shield, so that should help a little bit.
All right, so yeah, he will be invisible. Still, he will fly 30 feet that way and be 10 feet off the floor.
Okay.
So he will fly over here, where hopefully nobody will molest him. And ready in case I need to use him to charge up a spell through. All right. As Austin Power said, and I'm spent.
All right. The Minotaur. The Minotaur.
I call
He
bullshit.
saw where Eleutheria was, and then Eleutheria cast darkness.
Mhm.
Eleutheria, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
See what his chances are.
All right.
What are his chances when Eleutheria is on the floor and exposed?
Yeah.
Now
What'd you
Luther
roll?
has cut off the lights, setting the mood.
A 3?
Yeah.
All right.
I need to just break out my shawarma, start playing the mood music.
The Minotaur charges in at you and was able to see you as it charged forward recklessly. So it did get to you this turn, but we're still going to roll with disadvantage. Just want to see if it could get to you, period. So
Yeah, if he does hit, I'm casting shield, and that'll bring it up to 28.
Okay.
Mm.
So Minotaur
High AC.
charging in. And then hits it with a gore attack. So, and disadvantage. So, you feel a giant whisk of air as two horns slice in at you, and you literally are between the two horns. It misses you just by that much. And you hear the roar and the breath of the gargoyle and the foul, fetid stench of its breath as it roars in outrage and then goes back, swinging its horns from side to side, but unable to find you with its attack. And that brings us to Cirrus.
Cirrus will pop up.
Oh, gone.
Jesus. The hellhounds are on their way. Where are you going?
I didn't know the basilisk was a friend of your dog.
See, of all the dogs, this is why I don't own hounds. They're loud.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
That should have been with advantage from
Okay. Roll another one.
hiding.
Just roll again. Take the higher one. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's a hit.
Oh,
Yes.
God damn.
and it's good.
That's how
It's
you
good.
do
It's
it.
through the uprights.
Damn. Through the uprights
So,
and into the
15.
parking
they-
lot.
Yeah, hold on. They changed the 15 plus.
Your sneak attack
They,
damage.
they changed the toolbar on me. Hold on.
Yeah. I might have done that. They've updated the toolbar and I had gone to the new toolbar. So I don't know if it changed it for everybody and what. So
It didn't change it for me.
holy Jesus.
Oh.
15
damn.
plus 39, so 54.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
your
That's bigger
psychic
than one of
dagger.
that's more than one of Boja's fireballs, dude.
Psychic dagger takes the basilisk and basically turns it into jelly, blasting it apart and destroying it.
The blessings
Awesome.
of Cirrus be upon you.
And the Medusa is very upset seeing you kill the last of her.
Timora says you're unlucky.
Yes. The last of the basilisk is dead.
Yeah.
I'm hiding.
She won't be far
didn't see
behind.
nothing.
All right, 22 to hide.
I hid.
Now it is the monk's turn. He will attack, and he will attack, and he will attack,
Oh, jeez.
and he's gonna
Oh,
attack.
damn.
And
Somebody still needs to change my legs. They're still stone.
he's gonna move in here and attack, but we need a bunch of
Yeah.
spiritual.
The last one you moved in gets into my effect.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that in a
Saving
second.
throw, saving throw, saving
Yeah.
throw, saving throw. Those four guys.
Yep.
Um,
Boom, boom, boom.
they can't see
bang,
Cirrus.
bang, bang.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling. This guy, these two are gonna try and take the easy kill on the badger.
Okay.
I guess they're going to go down here and venture into darkness. These two. This guy's going to wander about. I guess I'll make a roll for him to try and see Cirrus. I don't see he has much of a chance.
Please accidentally attack the Minotaur. That'd be
And
great.
then you see monks coming in from all over the place over here. More monks. More monks. More
Oh,
monks.
Jesus.
More monks,
More
more
monks.
monks, more monks. My lovely lady monks.
Yes, monks for everybody.
What the hell? And they see their
So-
leaders dead. They need to run. Stupid monks.
Eh,
All right.
fanatics.
So let's do this. Monks.
Nor any drop to drink.
First of all, perception check to see if we see.
Oh shit! All those monks have tremor sense. I bet. They won't
So
have any
Yeah.
trouble.
he's actually a +4, so this is going
It's
to add
okay.
my 2, but it doesn't matter. That guy doesn't see Greg. Then we need wisdom checks for spiritual guardian.
Correct.
Yep.
So we need 4 of those, right?
4 of those.
Oh, that's
Actually,
Constitution.
The
So
4. I don't know because it looks like it's hitting.
Jen, there's 4 of them that are in the effect.
yeah, if it touches any part of their
So they're square. They're in
square, it counts. So
Okay,
And
then
I
I'm
see
probably-
8.
Then there's 5.
Well, he's just. There's not.
4
Is that guy-
monks, 3 Duergar, and
Well,
a
he's
Medusa.
just.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's
this
just
is
doing the monks right now.
this is the monk's turn
Okay.
right
Okay.
Okay.
now. So
My bad.
it looks like 2 of them definitely made it and 2 didn't. So go ahead and give me damage.
Roll that beautiful bean damage.
And then spiritual guardians is all or nothing, or is it all or half? I think it's all
Let
or
me check.
nothing. All right, go ahead. Yeah, let me know.
I'm pretty sure it's half damage.
So 9 points and
Let's see. On a failed save, it takes damage. On a successful save, they take half,
okay.
and their speed is half in that area.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
difficult terrain.
So it does harm them all, but they are all still standing. So he's at 13. I shouldn't tell you that, but
Now the question is my crazy ploy going to add any benefit?
do they still need to re-roll if the Duergar warned them because you changed it? How does that work?
That's up to you if they should make another intelligence saving throw. For all they know, I've cast a different spell. Mirror image is probably a known spell. They know it's a bunch of illusions, but mirror image still kind of procs. So
All right, let's see. Let's give them a roll here.
I mean, it's not like I created a bunch of clones there, by it's clearly an illusion. The idea is to try and give them disadvantage on hitting
Is it
anybody in that
intelligence or
square.
a wisdom check?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be intelligence. Stop. Let's see. Misty Visions. Fucking iPad is acting a fool all of a sudden.
What's the spell? Misty Visions?
It's an invocation, but it's really a silent image. Let's see. That will be. You know, they should just go ahead and put the saving throw up there with like all the other things like components and casting time for ease. But I know it's intelligence. It's intelligence.
Okay.
Illusions are always intelligence.
Yeah, I'll give them disadvantage.
Yes.
They rolled a 13. So anyway, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. 7 of them attacking Bjorn at disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's the best I could do, Bjorn.
So 2, 3. That's 14 attacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Bjorn, what's your AC right now?
18.
18.
Yep, intelligence.
Oh, wait.
Missed.
No, it's not. It's 13 because my legs are stoned right now.
Oh, that's right.
15.
Oh, damn it.
1 hit.
Yep. Close up.
Hold on for a second. Please hold. So, Bjorn, there's an illusion going on around you, that is helping you, and the monks rain down blows at you. But even with that, you are hit multiple times, and you end up taking, and this is halved already, 22 points of damage as they strike you with multiple strikes. Then
that puts me at 72
on Eleutheria.
Yeah, I cast shield, and if anybody hits,
there's 2 of them attacking you at disadvantage. So that's 4 attacks. I don't think anybody's going to hit you, probably. No. So 4 blows rain down on you, but all of them miss in the darkness. You feel them whistling by your head. They have a tremendous amount of force behind each of their blows, but not as much as their mistress. You can tell that they are not as trained. So with that, we go to Boja. So Boja, you have a decision to make. You either need to actively not be looking at the Medusa, or you will be attacking with disadvantage.
This is the Medusa, right?
Mm-hmm. The Medusa is...
Is the Medusa not in the darkness?
She is in the darkness. So you are correct there.
Yeah.
Yep. And she's also in the Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
That isn't proc till her turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. I have to cast Sanctuary on myself because I'm down to 26 hit points.
Yeah.
What did I just do? He's telling me I didn't take somebody off the thing. All right. Okay. So you cast Sanctuary on yourself?
Yes. And I don't want to move because I want to keep Bjorn protected from the others. That's all I can do this round.
Well, actually, no, if you do that, that puts you in range of getting hit too. But at least you can give all 5 of those guys a problem, and these 3 down here are a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can you cast any healing spells?
I didn't know if I was allowed to since I cast.
You're only allowed to cast 1 spell per turn.
Oh, that's right, because you chose to cast Sanctuary.
Yep.
So if you're casting Sanctuary, you're just going to stay there? That's going to be your turn? Okay. That brings us to then gargoyles. They are up in the air.
Goliath, Brooklyn, how did Xanatos get to you? How have you gone so wrong?
They are going to try and attack Eleutheria.
They can try, and again, shield up. If,
one of them is going to try and attack Eleutheria. One of them will try and attack.
Someone make a Star Trek thing. Shields up now.
Yep.
But I need 2 saves for them for Spiritual Guardians. That damn Spiritual Guardian spell, which is an awesome spell.
One of the best cleric spells. I can't wait till my cleric gets high enough to abuse it.
Hold on for a second. Does Sanctuary require concentration?
Wait a minute, let me check. I don't think so.
No, it
I
doesn't.
don't think it does.
No, because you can run Sanctuary and Spirit Guardians at the same time.
Okay. Which
Actually,
is broken.
it gets better. You can run Sanctuary, Spirit Guardians, and Spiritual Weapon as long as you cast the other two before you cast Sanctuary.
Yeah. And you have spiritual weapon in effect, and you certainly hit somebody.
And take the dodge action.
That's a Luthria,
This
and
round
that
I
is
can. Is it near? If it's near some, no, I can't do anything this round because I use the bonus for
No, you can't
sanctuary.
use Sanctuary and the Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
The attack will lose it still.
So
Still fun stuff.
So the gargoyle strikes twice at a Luthria, but misses both time in the magical darkness. And then a gargoyle strikes twice at whodunit and misses both time as well. The darkness doing its job. But one of the gargoyles moves into
Over here. No, wait. I'm over here. Oh, maybe I'm over there. You don't know. Hey, Madness Comics Network has joined us.
Yeah.
gargoyle.
Hey, Pops.
Moves into the spiritual guardians. Go ahead and roll me some damage for the gargoyle, please. Nice. So the spirits that are guarding you rip through the gargoyle, taking huge chunks of stone out of it as it moves in to attack whodunit. But because it is an automaton, it does not register that. Or are gargoyles living creatures?
They are elemental creatures.
Right.
They're from the plane of Earth.
It's just so studly, it doesn't care. So,
Yeah, I think that's something they came up with in the later editions here because they used to just kind of be constructy.
yeah. Medusa, I am going to say I'm just going to take that damage that you already rolled, but I'm going to make her saving throw, wisdom save.
Oh, nice low roll.
Not make it.
Did not make it. So that's was another 14 for her. So she's still strong, but did take some more damage. So, meanwhile, seeing that taking damage from those spirit guardians, she moves at half speed. Oh, good lord!
Hey, Steve, that is a little bit loud.
Right there, and takes a shot at Boza. Are you in the darkness?
It's your call because I would have
said,
the darkness.
Yeah, it's
you said it was up to
right?
her.
Yeah. The darkness is touching you, so technically you should be in the darkness. And you didn't do anything last turn, so let's go with darkness. So, sorry, Bjorn, you're the only one anybody could see at this point. So,
Sure, attack the big naked guy.
Yeah. And you're AC 13, so she is going to take.
No, it's just minus the 3, so it's at 15.
15. She's going to take 2 longbow shots at you. At disadvantage, though, so I'll roll.
Yeah.
4 of them and just take the lowest. So one was a 13, and one attack was a 13, one attack was a 14. Why was I rolling disadvantage? Wait a minute. Why was I rolling disadvantage?
You were rolling disadvantage, so it was actually the 6.
I thought you were rolling multiple attacks.
Yeah, no, she got 2 attacks. So I'm just taking 2 attacks. So she hits you once on a 20. So that is going to be, because I don't have this all set up to do auto damage.
Thanks, Steve. You need press to talk, brother.
Let's see, 1d8 and 2d6. So you are going to take 1d8 plus 2, so 6. So 3 points of damage from the arrow. And then you take, do you have poison damage as well?
Yeah, he's a bear totem, right?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has everything but psychic.
You take 3 points of damage from the arrow and 11 points, so 5 points of damage from poison. So you take 8 points total.
All right, that puts me at 64 by my count.
All right. Then, finally, as if we
You
don't
are
have
just
enough
a big, huge bag of hit points.
crap going on here.
Damn straight. Tell your neighbors.
Duergar need wisdom.
Now they need to make their saves. Fail, suckers.
And I'm going to use the 14 still, because that's just how I am. Entirely too many dice rolls. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, she just rolls once for the round.
It's okay.
The
Rolling
turn.
dice builds character.
And
Let's see.
finger strength and a dexterity.
No. One made it. So this guy up
Finger
here.
strength. You're putting a lot more oomph into your dice rolling than I am.
Oh, I bounced those things off the table.
One Duergar dies, torn apart by spirit guardians.
I need to roll them in an empty trash can because I'm gonna bounce.
Another Duergar dies, torn apart by
I'll
spirit
put a
guardians.
bunch of minis down at the bottom so I can nuke them like it's a meteor swarm.
Very nice.
And one is hurt, but he's still standing. I'm still standing.
Better than I ever did.
And
Wow.
so that means we got this guy here. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? What to do? What to do? What to
All
do?
right.
He should leave. All of his friends, all of his brother Duergar died. He needs to tell their families. That would be the honorable thing to do. They need to know, so they can prepare, the proper funerary rites and all that.
As he is
And,
walking,
While you're delivering the message, a big fuck you from Bjorn.
as he is walking, he speaks a word, and
Uh-oh. He just got lodged.
expands in size, giving him reach, and he attacks at Bjorn.
Oh, that's a good
Holy
maneuver.
shit.
That is a good maneuver. He just reached over the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a question because he moved
Yep.
out of the spiritual cloud, spirit guardians.
Nah,
now
just
he is
moved
enlarged
through
and
it.
he's back in it. Does he need to take?
Well, I was just moving that way,
Okay.
but he just moved through it, so he's staying in there. But he is making.
Just making sure.
Yep, he's making attack on
That was a good tactical call, Jen.
Bjorn.
Good to check. Oh boy,
So
like all
and
fee, fi, fo, foam.
he hits Bjorn. Bjorn, you take 15 damage, but that is not half, so you take 7.
7. All right.
Yep. Then
Puts me at 57.
what else do we have? I think there's only one Duergar still alive that I could see on the screen.
And
it's
he's
that guy.
trying to bend over and kiss his own ass.
Yes. So that takes us all the way to the top of the turn to Eleutheria.
I am going to start with a Misty Step.
Yeah.
Because I am getting out of this kill box.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
All right. That's 10, 20, 30. Okay. Darkness is going with me. And also, I am floating at this point.
Ooh.
So no tremor sense.
No tremor sense. And then I'm going to move again up to where Cirrus is.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to try and see if I can see the Medusa. Yes, it looks like I can get her from here. Yeah. So from where, actually, no, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be healing myself. Yeah, I'm going to give myself 20 points of hit points back. So that puts me at 41.
Okay.
All of a sudden, who did it? Sees there's a gargoyle next to him. Oh shit! What
Yeah, sorry
happened
about
to
that.
my
Whodunit.
cover?
All of a sudden, Eleuthero winks out of existence, and well, you don't see Eleuthero move. You just see all of a sudden the darkness move. It's gone, and then it seems to bounce along and is hovering above the ground in a globe of darkness.
Oh,
well
somebody
in the
cut
north
on the
of the-
lights, and I found I woke up with an ugly bitch again. Shit.
Bjorn, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm surrounded by, it seems like all the same guys. These are all monks, right?
Yes.
Okay. To my knowledge, none of them are hurt, so it doesn't really matter which ones
There
I'm
is
going to be
one that
hitting.
is hurt, but yes,
Oh.
to your knowledge, you don't know that. So
Okay. Fuck it. We'll go with the guy directly to my right then.
all right,
And
looks clear.
okay, and I'm going to go ahead and reckless attack.
Okay.
22.
That's a hit.
And 17.
For damage. That was
Yep.
your damage. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Hold on for
And
just a
again?
second. So that was a win.
Okay.
So you take. He does a massive amount of damage to him, but he is still standing as you hit him with the great axe. Yep.
Oh,
Bring it
And I
again.
hit him again for 28. There we go. And then for the damage, 13.
You cleave that monk in half with your axe.
Yeah. Yeah. Some temporary hit points real quick. We got 3. That's not bad. That's
Oh,
not
boy.
bad at all.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
stuff, good
And
stuff.
then I'm going to use my next attack to, I guess, attack the guy to my bottom right there. This is the guy diagonally from me here.
Okay. Bring it.
26.
That is a hit.
And now I can only reroll. Is it 1s and 2s I can reroll? I think it is 1s and 2s.
Yes, it is ones.
Ones
twos.
and twos.
Let me reroll that. That
Okay.
is a D12. Here, I'll do it that way.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, baby. 18
Nice.
slashing plus 2 rage. That's 20 points on that guy.
You slice him in half with your backswing.
Yeah.
You did it so much that you made the spiritual guardians move. So
All right, so I guess temporary hit points again. 1. Damn it. I hate having to re-roll that sometimes.
yeah.
All right, and we'll do one more. I guess then on the
Luck of the
guy
draw.
below me.
Where are you going?
The guy right below me with my extra attack.
Okay. Bring it.
Ouch,
Oh.
13.
All right. And as you do that and miss, the great axe is swinging out down at him. The monk moves aside, palms it aside, and attacks back at you with a kick.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Going Bruce Lee all over you.
he did. He
I guess
Jackie
so.
Chan your ass.
And he misses you.
Nice.
Not Jackie Chan enough.
No.
Nope.
All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a second wind
Okay.
and get a little bit of hit points back.
You're going to break wind. So,
Yes, I am.
all right. Very nice. Very nice.
D10 plus my fighter level, I believe. All right, so that is 7.
All right. By the way, do you guys prefer that I whisper rolls to myself or that you get to see the rolls?
However you like to do it, man.
All right. Because right now, some of them are set up for whisper rolls and some of them aren't. I don't care either way. So, but
I mean, generally it's cool. I think if we can see them like when they're attacks, but some roles I think it makes sense for you to whisper to yourself.
Right.
okay.
Like we don't
So-
necessarily know if someone saves or.
Yeah, we don't need to know if like somebody just got poisoned and none of the group knows it until they start retching or something.
Okay.
So one
So
last
that's-
thing, I
Yep.
would like to just shout out to the group. My legs are still stone.
Yes. You are still.
Then tell
stoned.
them to quit drinking.
So yeah,
This guy, he's drunk from head to toe.
Bjorn is stoned.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings us to whodunit. So
Okay. This is going to be some Yahtzee right here. Supposed to go transparent. I was trying to get rid of this, but it didn't.
I
Why
want
is
to
there
move
why
in.
is there not a tool to delete that?
What do you want to delete?
My green square,
I got it.
because I've got to
Just
why
right-
can I
just right-
draw?
You right click on it and it gives you delete and all the other stuff.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, because I need to paint a new square. All right, let me measure it out because I'm going to do something a little different.
Painting by
Yeah.
numbers with Bob Ross.
Happy trees, happy Bjorns.
It's going to be good, Bjorn. You are not going to want to be moving too much for the next little while, but it's going to work out. It's going to be great.
I am less able to defend myself stuck like this.
Trust me, it's about to be very good. You are going to want to stay exactly where you are. And so draw a square. So we will go. Check my measures one more time. Right there to there.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I need to ask my wife something.
There to there. It doesn't seem to be the same length. Oh, that's no wonder I'm one. Okay, it should be all the way to there. That's what I thought. That was looking weird. All right, so
I just got the look.
The
you got the look.
Mm.
You
look
must have
of
took
love.
a whole
Um,
hour just to make up your face, baby.
Not that kind of look.
No.
It's a different kind of look. Jen knows what kind of look I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Jeff knows what kind of look I'm talking about.
I just don't want to
I'm
acknowledge the
guessing
look.
Jeff probably knows what that look looks like
Yes.
too.
All women are born with a special power, man. You got a bonus power at will.
All right. I will drop the silent image, and I will cast. I will reach into my hat and throw out a bunch of seed. Just pepper that whole area with seed.
Okay.
Mr. Simeon will fly over here invisibly. No, he won't. I know these guys have tremor sense, so like I just warned Bjorn, like if you get your legs free, don't move. And all those cats in that square, when it comes their turn, will have to make a wisdom saving throw to perceive that they're in the middle of a spike growth now.
Okay. Including
Let's
the
see.
giant Duergar there.
Including the giant Duergar, because his big ass is just big enough. So anybody who moves in this area is going to get it. Unfortunately, that is an action to cast, and Mr. Bang is down, and I will have to wait till my next turn to do any force movement. Oh, that reminds me. Do we still have a telepathic link going?
Yep.
Yes.
We do.
I will relay.
It's still been less than 30 seconds.
All right. I will relay through Cirrus to let Eleutheria know
Mhm.
that all those bogeys surrounding Bjorn.
Mhm.
Oh, you don't have repelling blast though. That doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to take care of that myself next round. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Does my
At
body
this
odor
moment.
count as a repellent?
Why do you
Might,
think
yeah.
Cirrus is on the other side of the room?
And the alcohol breath.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who
Bonus action.
done it? Is that
Yeah,
your
I'll-
turn?
Yeah, I'm just saving my reaction in case I get hit. I'm gonna
Oh yeah, what is the yeah, I guess I should ask what the badger does because I didn't do anything with my bonus action for him.
Yeah, I'm just hanging on to a shield spell in case I actually start taking any hits. My reaction. So
This
yeah,
guy charges Boja, the Minotaur.
I mean, not that it matters. He's not going to do any damage, but
Now I do have
And
sanctuary, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw to hit.
yep,
and regardless, his charge movement is going to be at half speed. Of course, he's
yeah. His
plenty
charge move
close,
is
I'm sure.
80 feet though, so
So much, so much.
and he made his wisdom saving throw to boot. So he's going to attack you,
All right, that's another spell slot down.
and
So, question: since he did move into that area,
yes,
go ahead and do Spirit Guardians.
yes, he made his wisdom saving throw. He did make the throw, but he's still going to take half damage. So go ahead and roll.
New
your
turn,
damage.
new roll. Roll high,
Yep.
roll high. Big.
Well, wait a
money.
minute. He has to. This is what I'm saying. I have sanctuary, so he has to make a wisdom save on sanctuary. I have
Oh.
Spirit Guardians. He has to make a wisdom save on Spirit Guardians.
He's got to
All
make
right,
two.
well-
so that's 2 wisdom saves.
He made the wisdom save to attack you. Now he's going to make the wisdom save for spirit guardians, but still roll damage. So,
Okay.
Minotaurs are surprisingly wise.
Well, I guess
They
you
have
got
a lot
know
of
your,
time to think with all the hanging
Not
out
this
in the
one.
labyrinth.
He'd leave.
You
if
got
he
to know.
were.
You got to know your way around that maze.
Actually, he made both saving throws, believe it or not. So,
Oh, geez.
7 points of damage then.
yeah, still a good amount of damage, but
He's gradually
have-
getting whittled.
I have 17 wisdom.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Wow.
So attack on
Wow.
Jen.
Yeah.
Friggin' sages.
Beware, sometimes the old man on the mountain is a minotaur.
I gotta change this. Normal attack, not. What's your AC, Jen?
My AC is 17.
Oof. Just hit. And that's going to be. It's reckless. No, it was just a charge. You didn't do reckless, otherwise you would have had advantage. Plus. So it is. Alright, so here's damage. Let's start roll 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Jen, you take 27 points of damage as the
Oh shit!
Minotaur comes flying
hang
at
on.
you and
What'd you
impales
say,
you with
Jen?
its horns.
I'm
You said,
down.
"Oh,
I had
shit."
20.
That's what I was afraid you said.
And that
There
gets
goes
rid
the
of Spirit Guardians, so, which is
Mm,
why the Minotaur did it in the first place.
Of course.
And Jen is at 0.
Damn it.
Because the Minotaur
not-
is smart enough to be able to attack in that manner. So,
It's all like, oh, shit.
Cirrus, you're up.
I don't know about you guys, but I've got a great new character.
I have been thinking about it. I did think about it the past week.
Cirrus is attacking from hiding to this douche on his to his east.
Right. Okay.
He would see me, but he's using the dagger of venom.
Okay. So you got advantage.
Boy.
Nice.
29.
Lots of fun sneak attack.
$14 plus sneak attack damage.
Yep.
$18. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. You kill
So
him with
22 and
the poison dagger embeds itself in his chest, and he falls over dead.
oh,
But
awesome.
that poison dagger is
Great.
now over there,
Thank you.
which means you got to go get it if you want to use it again.
No, I'm sorry. That wasn't a throw. I took a step forward from hiding and
Oh.
stabbed him.
Okay, you're good then.
But I'm
And I'm
hiding.
sorry, Jen, that I keep attacking you. It's just that you're so effective that
It's the thing to do. That's what I
creatures
do.
that are intelligent are going to attack you. So I don't have it out for you, I promise. So I feel bad.
No, play
Hey,
smart
Jen,
enemies.
welcome
play,
to the party, pal.
yeah, play smart enemies part. I do this all the time with these guys. Like,
No, we get it. Like I know
They-
the stuff
like
you've been
my-
telling me with Tremor Sense, and I get it. So
my parties run into dodos. I play them like dodos. They run into somebody smart. Watch it.
And Cirrus hit again, so you're at 21. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
That brings us to a bunch of monks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monks plus. Let's see what else we got going on here.
Yeah.
Monks. Monk.
Oh shit.
Monk.
Now that they're all around me, I totally break wind.
Monk. Monk.
where are they coming from?
Monk.
How many enemies did you put in this temple? Holy crap!
Monk.
I thought we could weather the storm, but no.
You all just
This
started.
is why we need to kill
attacking.
them one by one.
Yeah, you made a huge noise right in the middle of the temple, and then everybody started running, to the noise. They ran to the danger. So
Yeah, but I was hoping it wasn't like 100 dudes living here. Holy shit!
To quote
I was just
Walter
hoping
White, we are the danger.
I was just hoping some of them would see their leaders down in the growing pile of dead bodies and just bolt.
All right, so 1, 2,
I guess
3,
not when you got 1,000.
So the monks, let's see, Sacred Stone monks.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Okay.
They need a
okay.
check. It's an intelligence check for the whatchamacallit, right? The spell you cast.
Who are you talking to? Oh, wisdom,
Wisdom.
which is good for them, unfortunately. As a matter of fact, this dude right here just ran into it.
Yeah, and they rolled a 19 for their wisdom check. So
Well, do you want to back that guy out because he's aware?
so he saw it. So yes, he's not going to run in there.
Because he would have taken a nice lot of damage running through all of that.
So instead, he will run. I don't know where he's running.
Don't all those monks that showed up got to take the spike growth damage too?
If they ran in there, yeah.
Only if they're in the square, man. Only if they're
There
in
were
the square.
two that ran in there.
A few of them showed up there afterwards.
That's why I told him if
Ah,
they
that-
perceived it, so he could retcon it.
Uh,
There
They
were
wouldn't go
3 that
through it.
ran in there.
They get a chance to see if they saw it
Yeah.
or not.
And anybody who's running away from Bjorn gets an attack of opportunity on him.
Well, no, I moved him
Grab
back out. They didn't run into the spike growth, so
Okay.
they're just kind of running around because they don't have any ranged attacks. They're like, "What the hell are we gonna do?" So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. 5 monks attack Bjorn. So, and they each have 2 attacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Bjorn is TC 15 or AC 15. So 1, 3, 8.
and I will be until somebody gets rid of my stony legs.
Trying to work on it, but we never run out of enemies. Holy crap!
Bjorn,
As
you
soon as
take.
you let me know how to do that,
I thought Boja said she could do something.
It's easy. It's
And of
easy.
course,
Serious.
she's down now.
I
Cut
thought I
his leg.
had it still, but I don't.
Cut his legs off, Cirrus. You can do that.
Bjorn, you take 27 points of damage, so have that. So,
Okay,
13.
so
13.
13, yeah. Okay.
And then, who done it? You take 1,
Shield.
2, 3 attacks. Okay. So 3.
Nice.
And what's your AC up to with shield?
24. Yeah, there's no doubt I'm not casting shield now.
So 24.
Last thing I need is one of these jokers to hit me with a stunning strike.
6. All of them miss, but one of them comes in and strikes almost with critical blow, but misses, impacting your shield and actually cracking the magic a little bit.
Like you see all these throw up this like shield of cards and like he starts bashing his way through them.
Boja, go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, damn it.
For a check. So you succeed.
Ouch.
And
Okay.
Boja, give me a religion check.
Okay.
I think Boja's about to see the face of Saren Ray.
All of you hear a voice say, Saren Ray is not pleased. You get 36 hit points back. Boja.
Awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
You see all of the creatures around you kind of shrink back in fear, unsure of what just happened, as the cleric who is on the ground, suddenly her wounds heal and this booming godlike voice or goddess-like voice echoes throughout the monastery. All of you are a little bit disturbed, and Cirrus is probably going, why are these creatures or these godlike creatures watching us so closely? So
Just
Sarah,
tell me there was a
judging
huge
the
pillar of light that came down and did that.
yeah.
That would be awesome.
And with that, it is the gargoyle's turn. The gargoyle will try and strike whodunit.
Still at 24 until my next turn.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you if the shield sails then.
Like this whirlwind of cards, just intercepting blows as they come in.
24, and this is with advantage because you are
I'm
surrounded.
Yeah.
So you take one of them actually does pierce. Let's see. It bites at you but misses, but one of the claws gets through your shield and strikes your shoulder, ripping it apart, critically damaging you for 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
I don't like it when you say critically.
Yes. Meanwhile, this guy and his big ass moves over here to attack Bjorn because everybody's focused on
Boom,
Bjorn.
ba, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom.
Yeah. Everybody loves Bjorn. Everybody
And
loves
his
Raymond
big
and
ass.
Bjorn. Yes. War pick.
All right. Hit points adjusted.
And he proceeds to miss it because he was put off by the boom, bom, ba, boom, some music for him coming in.
Jingle janks, it'll destroy everything.
Nice.
But
Obviously, it was a great time for a Stand By Me quote.
go ahead and roll your spike growth damage because I just had him move through the spike growth. So
How far did he move?
5 feet.
Okay, 5 feet will just be 2d4. 4 points of spiky piercing damage.
8.
That's right.
Yeah, it's 2d4 per 5 feet of movement through there.
Medusa.
Oh man, I wish I had Misty Step.
Shoots at whodunit.
Oh, go try and kill the
Interesting.
concentration.
Yeah. All right.
And she's got 2 attacks. And she's got advantage on this.
Oh, what? What? All right, I'm calling foul. I'm calling foul. What is that? What is that crap?
Oh, man. And
Oh my gosh. 12.
so you take a total of 12, 16, 28 points of damage as 2
And so
poison
14.
arrows strike you, smashing into your body.
28 points. Okay, that's quite bad.
Eleuthria, you are up.
All right, and so I have poison now.
No, this is it's poison damage. This isn't give you the poison.
Okay.
No, so
All right.
I really need my turn to come around.
yeah, we are back to the top of the turn into Eleuthria. So
Okay.
oh, and I need a concentration check, Jeff.
Oh, that's right. 28, so I need to roll a 14.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Constitution, save and throw.
You're good.
Oh, who can concentrate?
All right.
This guy
Tank
can
it.
concentrate.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Concentration like that, your nerd foo is strong.
There's no denying.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, you're up.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the Duergar.
Okay.
Let's just say, oh come on.
Steve's got a battle going on over there.
He does.
What's that dog even barking at?
Think
Probably neighbors.
other
There's
people-
somebody, their neighbors who brought a pair of poodles, and he's barking at the dogs.
Oh no,
Oh.
that's always fun.
Yeah.
So are you
So let
gonna
me go-
Eldritch blast them?
Eldritch Blast on the Duergar, yeah.
All right, you got to move
Exactly
because
what
you
I'm
got
gonna do.
block on line of sight right now with this right here.
Oh, I don't? With what?
This
With that?
that
Oh,
rock
okay.
right here. So yeah.
Okay, I thought I was in range. Because he's in my line
Well,
of sight. I
you're
can
in
see him.
range. He's just
I know, but where I'm sitting, I can
Yeah.
actually see him.
Oh.
I didn't put. I don't think that the.
Okay. Maybe what I can do is I can go over here.
You know what? No, go ahead. If you could see him with your line of sight with the sight on, you're fine. So,
Yeah,
because
okay, then.
I do
Yeah, because
have the
you're
thing on there.
judging by your map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
that's true.
the dynamic lighting is showing him, so I can. Hit
If
him.
you can see him with the dynamic lighting, then you're good to go. So
All right, I'll just blast then. All right. With advantage.
Put
If I
some-
could waste
put
a
some
turn
stank
doing
on him.
it, a guiding bolt would be perfect.
Well, you can hit him. All right, 18.
that's a hit.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, baby.
Your guiding bolt or your Eldritch Blast comes flying through the combat and strikes the Duergar, taking it and sending him tumbling to the floor as he dies.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, let's see what I can do with my second attack.
Only one way out of here. Piece by
Great.
piece.
All right, who's the? Oh, that's one of the gargoyles, right to the left of whodunit.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure I want to hit him. Because right now I'm mainly seeing like monks and let me see. Let me try to move around a little bit just to see if I can. Okay. Yeah. If I move here for just 1 second, I have a sight on the Medusa, and I definitely want to hit her.
Okay.
You see that, Nim?
What's that? Did you say something to me?
I think that's a hit.
I will get to you in just a moment.
God damn, I hope so.
Yes, that's a
I'll
hit.
roll damage. Yeah,
Right.
27 look pretty likely to hit. Yeah, that's 8 force. And let me see. I got one more little trick I can play with my bonus action. Let me see. Okay, it's 30 feet now. I can't do it. Well, let's see. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2.
8 points of damage.
Okay. All right. On the monk, on top of Bjorn, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit him with Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
Yeah. My hope is that Bjorn can kill him, and I can get the sweet HP.
Okay. So, and that's it? You're good?
Yeah.
All right, Bjorn,
What-
you're up.
How does that work? If I kill him, you get what?
He gets HP, hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm kind of moving back. So Cirrus doesn't.
Okay. Well, I'm
disappear.
gonna go ahead and attack that guy right up above me then, so I can hook up Steve, hopefully, or Luthria.
Response.
All right. All right, and 30, baby.
He did.
Yeah, that's a crit. Go ahead and roll.
Hold on, I can re-roll that. I can't see what that one is. I can re-roll that one. That's a 10-sided, right?
That's a die 8. Yeah. So
That's
you have
die 8.
14.
Okay.
Yep. And roll the die. Roll a die 8. So
And a 2.
16, 18.
Okay.
He survives.
He
Barely.
survives.
Yes.
Well, fuck all of that bullshit.
Hit him again.
And this time put some stank on it.
All right.
23.
That's a hit.
And
20.
20 more points.
Every
All
time I
right.
hear somebody say "put some stank on," I keep thinking "liar, liar."
You
That's
kill this
exactly where
guy.
I'm getting it from.
He's dead. So
All right.
I'm
take
up
your
to
hit points,
49.
Steve, and take
And I
your
will
temporary
take my
hit
temporary
points.
hit points.
Yeah.
4. Yeah, baby.
And take your bonus attack, and then you have another attack.
Yeah, one more. And again, let's see. I think I'm trying to think of it. Is that guy to my right that same guy that was there before? Because I think I attacked him before.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna attack that guy on my right then.
Okay.
And I can't reckless attack on this one because this is the one for the after the kill.
That's a hit.
21. All right.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, baby. 20 points.
You swing around with your axe. You're doing a whole, like, just a hammer throw type thing, swinging around and strike him and kill him as well.
Oh yeah. Well,
Very cool.
hopefully I can get. Give me another 4.
You're going full
Oh,
barbarian.
I am. All right. so I'm
Shouting
down
out
to 2
Tempus the whole
temporary.
time. Tempus. You're thin in the
All right.
herd. You got one
So-
more attack.
No, I'm still on. I'm still on extra attacks after killing a guy.
Oh, that's right.
Right. So I
Yeah,
still
he-
got 2 more attacks.
He hasn't even used all of his cleric attacks yet.
Yep.
All right. And so I guess we'll go with the guy below me next.
Okay.
And again, I can't use reckless attack on this one. 22.
It's a hit.
Nice. 18 points on that guy.
Like I said, you're just spinning around like a top, taking people down.
Yeah.
Just turned
Yeah.
into Skyrim.
All right. I am at 2. Stayed where I am. All right. And the guy to my left.
All right.
Still working off my killing people rage here. And 21. That's a hit.
Yep.
And 15 points of damage on him.
He is still standing, but you hurt him badly. The axe biting into his side, and disrupting this string of death, this whirling death that you had going, but you still
multi-kill,
one more
chain
time.
kill.
Yeah. Now I can use advantage reckless attack on this guy, and this is going to be my attack.
Okay.
22.
Yep.
All of those were all just off your great weapon master.
Yep.
Holy
And
shit!
13 points on my attack.
Upset that your multi-kill had been stopped, you chop down and slice this guy's arm and leg right off, and he falls to the ground, bleeding out, dead. So get your bonus attack with Great Weapons Master.
All right. And I'm down to 1 temporary hit point.
Oh my god.
You guys are going to remember to tell this story, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah! You just snatched victory out of the jaws of defeat.
22.
That's a hit.
And 14 points of damage to him.
He's still standing. But you have one more attack.
One more attack.
Shit.
No. No, because you took
No, I think that was the last one.
Yeah, that's it. I was too excited. I wanted you to kill all of them. So
I was pretty
You
excited.
really did.
I
sucks.
was beginning to think he was going to kill all of them.
Yeah. Oh my God. So the whirling barbarian of death shouting out a prayer of gruesome carnage to Tempus just spins around and does full basmatic, chopper on all of these monks around him, leaving just piles of limbs and gore around him as he roars out in his death metal barbarian fury. And with that,
I'm also kind of picturing myself covered in blood at this point.
Yes. Who done it? Go ahead and follow that act. So,
did you get my last message?
Did I? No. I gotta go up. There are all these rolls. Hold on. I got it. Yes.
Me and Bozier are completely surrounded.
Momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be down in a second.
Bugrax.
Yep.
Okay.
I just take a knee and say Bugrax.
Hold on a minute.
Give me a second.
Kind of looks at Bozier before he says it. Like you can see on his face like some terrible decision's been made.
As you say that name,
dread and fear and maybe just a little bit of hope.
What the hell?
Damn.
Save them.
4 humongous elementals appear.
All right,
Oh,
Olivia,
Lord.
you were mentioning something about a strategic retreat.
I don't think we're going to be able to go through that way this time. Yeah.
And as
No,
they do,
they cut us off very well.
the fire elemental appears and strikes out at the gargoyle and the 2 monks in front of him, incinerating all 3 of them.
Wow.
Oh, now that's interesting. So the other cults have advantage of our entry to attack them. That's very interesting.
The water elemental strikes out at the monk and the gargoyle, killing both of them.
What
The air
hell is
elemental
going on?
kills the monk next to it. And the stone elemental strikes all 3 monks there next to it and kills them as well. The earth elemental. And Jeff, I will say something to you, but you are shaking on the ground as you're kneeling there. So I will take.
Can I use my action still?
No.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why in a second.
That's fine.
The Minotaur says, "F them kids," and beats the hell out, taking attack of opportunity from both of these guys as he panics and is killed.
I was looking forward to killing him.
Cirrus, you are up.
As I said, piece by piece is the only way out of here.
I just sent you a
With them in
whisper.
pieces?
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Would that be intelligence? Do you want to give me a DC?
You could do a knowledge or history, because there have been fights, whichever one works for you, or it could be an intelligence check if you choose to that. So take the best of that. And they're common creatures, so let's do DC 15 on it. So
Well, damn,
I saw
that's
him
right on
I
the
saw
nose.
him. Yeah, I'm gonna go and give him guidance.
I was just going to say,
No.
do you have to be? What's the range of guidance?
30 feet,
I
I
don't know.
believe.
Anyway, it's 20. I mean, he's right next to me, so I can do
Oh,
it.
okay.
All right. I'm going to take, I see, this is the Medusa that's by Bjorn who done it, right?
Medusa,
yes.
Is that there?
Yes, it is. The
I'm
Medusa
going to
is
take
right
some silver
here.
leaf out of my kit because I checked and I have it. And I'm going to mage hand it to Boja and psychically tell her Medusa can't stand their own reflection.
Mm.
Okay.
That's a good approach. It's a good approach.
And unfortunately, that would be my action for the turn.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean, you're
I
not
have to
exactly in
hide
range to do a whole lot.
And I hide. Classic.
Yeah, yeah, that's
27.
ridiculous
So
level of
Boja,
hiding.
you now have a large sheet of reflective silver.
Yeah, baby. Good thinking.
Mhm. Yeah. You can also see the Medusa through the reflection without actually looking at her. Do the Perseus trick.
Jeff, did you get my 2 whispers just now?
Oh, let me see what you got
Right?
here.
But
I'm sorry, Cirrus. I was doing something else.
Cirrus
So
did
you
tell her psychically that Medusa can't take their own reflection.
okay? And then you hid.
I took some silver leaf out of my forgery kit.
Okay.
Yeah, mage handed it to Boja, which would be my action, and then I hid.
Okay. Cool. Real quick, I want to make sure Jeff understands what I just whispered to him before I go to Boja. So
Oh, whoa. Mm.
Communing with the patron. All right, let me.
and then
So this is, oh boy.
it's not changing your patron.
Okay. I was curious about that.
It's not changing your patron. So I'll say that. Boja,
Ah,
give me a perception check, please.
you didn't say yes to who I think you did you?
I guess you'll have to keep RPing and find out.
You see whodunit kneel down, and he whispers something that you don't quite pick up, but you see the stone actually turn almost liquid and rise up and go up through his legs, injecting itself into his body, and all of the wounds that he had on him are healed, and he is at full hit points. It's your turn.
I was down to 8 hit points.
You're up.
I noticed.
Go
Now,
on, Boja.
question.
Let's hope the Medusa's vain.
I make sure that the gift I've just received is on my shield. And
Say that again. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
the silver that I've just been given, I put it on my shield as I rise up.
Okay.
And I use the shield to see where the Medusa is to try to cast a spell at her.
Okay, you are going to Perseus it.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say turn it on her. But
Yeah.
you
That
do
works.
you. Yeah, either way.
Okay. I'm not sure how that works. I got to look at the Medusa description.
Yep.
Medusa. There's rules for averting your gaze.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the Perseus route. Cirrus was just recommending you turn it off.
Make her look at her own reflection.
Yeah, I mean, they're both.
I don't know if I could
options.
use my scorching ray to bounce it off the mirror to hit them.
Okay, the way it works, if you have that, from what I can read, and I'm kind of like, it's kind of, let's see. See, if the Medusa sees itself reflected on Paul's surface, the Medusa is affected by its own gaze. So if you're looking at it, that doesn't prevent you from having to take the Constitution saving throw. But if it attacks you and doesn't, all right. So if you're going to look at it and cast a spell at it, you have to make the Constitution saving throw.
You still have to make that check.
Yeah. So
Its reflection is just as powerful as it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure of that. That's why I was asking. I didn't know the rules of that.
Yeah. So basically, what it is with you. The
question is, would Boja know the rules of that regardless?
With the mirror.
Well, again, Cirrus was telling her that the Medusa's reflection is powerful and to make the Medusa look at it.
Yeah. So with the mirror.
So I don't know if she could take it that way.
If the Medusa is within 30 feet of you and looking in that direction, it's got to make its own saving throw for itself.
Okay.
If
well,
you are going
tell me that, I will have the mirror facing the Medusa.
Okay. And then if you are going to attack the Medusa, unless you want to roll at disadvantage, you need to make the con save for looking at the Medusa.
I will do the con save.
Okay.
Oh, bold move.
And that is DC 14. It's not that bad.
Is it the con save or the con save?
Yes.
It might not be that bad, but bad
rolls
happen.
Yeah. And as I say, it's not that bad. So you go to attack the Medusa, but you failed by 5 or more.
Oh shit.
So
that's instant stone.
You are instantly petrified. And
do you have inspiration? Can you use that on saving throws?
But it's not instant stone. You begin to turn to stone. So
I thought it was 5 or more is instant stone. I thought I'd skip that mid step.
No,
that's a good question. Can inspiration be used on saving throws?
It can. Does she have it? Or does she want to use
it? Okay. I have inspiration and I can give it to you, so I'm doing that.
All right, so reroll.
Reroll.
Come on.
Don't be a stick in the mud like Bjorn.
Same thing, and you failed by 5. So
Damn it!
nice try. But
Can
Uh,
I do guidance, or would that make a difference?
no.
No.
You
No,
can't use
no.
that for saving throws. It's just for skill checks.
And
okay.
so, but you are situated so that your shield's still facing it. You are petrified in place, and your legs begin to turn to stone, cementing you to the floor, similar to what is going on with Bjorn right now. So, with that, because you're petrified, that takes up your turn.
Okay.
So we go to Gargoyle is dead. Medusa. She needs to make a saving throw.
Fail.
I love the Friday the 13th fail.
Ah,
Fail. Suck. Fail.
Who has suddenly risen
Hilarious.
up with this newfound power that she does not like. It takes 2 attacks with its short sword, and then its hair on its head strikes out at you as well. And you are DC or AC what right now? Jeff?
19. Or what?
So
Let's see. Yeah, because the end of my turn.
snake hair missed, but the 2 short swords hit.
Hang on, let me make sure if it's the start of my turn or the end of my turn.
Okay.
Well, actually, I've had my turn, so yeah, 19. We've already had a full round.
So you take 16 points of damage from 2 short sword attacks, but the snakes whip by your face, not striking you. So, and you're glad of that.
No poison damage. Yay.
So you're down to 51.
Yep.
Yeah, the poison damage from the snake
Hey.
attacks is nasty.
Nam, I'm sorry if this is too late to ask. Boja failed her saving throw, but she didn't actually get to take an action.
Because she became petrified.
Oh, okay.
So
Just checking.
petrified, you can't act. You're till the start of your next turn. Well, I got to check on that. It's either start of your next turn or the Medusa's next turn. It's one or the other.
Yeah, she's not actually petrified yet. It's the start of the petrification.
Well, no, she failed by 5, so she's instantly
'cause she failed by
petrified, but she's not stone. So,
Okay, gotcha.
and well, no, I'm sorry. No, she is stone.
That's what I thought. Failed by 5. Instant stone.
Until the creature is
Oh,
freed
damn
by a
it.
greater restoration spell or other magic.
Oh,
All right.
fuck us.
Works for me.
And also, I can't go help anyone. If the monsters stay away from me, I'm stuck right where I'm at.
And the petrification process had started on Bjorn, but he didn't fail by 5. You need to
He needs to make another saving throw to overcome it.
right, which we should have been doing.
Well, I wonder. I thought you were that was your homebrew rule.
No,
because it should have been the next turn.
You
He
make this
should have
big now.
because you had him stuck there and he was doing all this fighting. So like, okay, that's an M thing.
the petrification had started, so that's the way I was working that one, and I that's fine with me. Is that he's stuck there, but yeah, Boja, because she failed by 5, is stone at the moment. So,
Oh,
so
no.
you see Boja turn to stone. Eleutheria.
All right. That Medusa's going down. Let's see if I can move a little bit. Enough where I can see her. Yes, I can get a clean shot at her now.
This is bad, guys. I do not have greater restoration.
I don't either. Neither did
Nobody
Boja.
does.
It's a third level. I think it's at least a third level spell, maybe fourth.
It's a 6th level spell.
Oh no. Yeah, we're kind of screwed then. Yeah. 16.
Hit.
Cool. That's 11.
Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Well, that probably
Nice.
hits.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 24
Nice.
points of damage on that. Let me check if there's anything else I can do.
She's still up though.
Okay. No, I can't put that on her. Yeah, let me just move back then, and yeah, and make sure I'm floating. So.
Okay. And so with that, we go to Bjorn. Go ahead and give me a saving throw.
Okay.
Let me see what this is. So you're still stuck in place. I don't think the petrification goes any further unless you're looking at her.
She's not even around
Oh,
for me to look at. So
She's still
the
within 30
restrained,
feet.
the restrained creature must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn, becoming petrified on a failure or ending the effect on a success. So we should have been doing that the whole time. So, but it's supposed to be on the end of your turn. So I'm going to give you a chance.
Yeah,
And
like
say,
I said, I'd have mentioned it, but I didn't want to run your game.
So I'm going to give you a chance. You can take a turn right now because you have a guy, so you could attack them.
okay. $26.
Fucking paste.
And that's 11 on that one.
All right. That's a kill.
All right.
Kill that monk.
So,
and
I can't. I hold on. I can still use my bow and shoot at someone.
Sure.
Don't attack the elementals. They might be on our side.
Well, I'm hoping they're at least against the Earth Cult.
And roll your temporary hit damage.
You will note that one of the things that just smashed the Earth Cult is an Earth Elemental.
Yeah, but if Bjorn attacks one, it might change its mind.
Very true.
All right, and I guess I will shoot at. I don't know. I guess the big guy in the square here.
This guy?
This guy right here.
Dude, don't attack the elementals. That's what we were just talking about.
Okay, I didn't know if that was an elemental or not.
That's an earth elemental.
That's an earth elemental.
I'm going.
Yeah, but we don't know who summoned it. So
you gonna attack the Medusa?
This one down here, then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Medusa definitely should be attacked.
All right, and I got 14 on that.
Whodunit's not communicating. He's just staring at Boja in horror.
That's a miss.
All right, and I got one more. I'm gonna go ahead and try my one more attack.
Okay.
Where's that? Where's the thing on that?
I think I know what he wants.
There was a thing for listed there, and how many times I could do that somewhere. Okay. I don't.
Your proficiency bonus per day.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what I was at. I honestly don't know how many.
You had used one, so you should have 4.
You'd only done it once.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and then.
You got to make a little note for yourself, man, when you're using that.
Yep. So
get
I'm going
one
to
more
drop
bow
that down
shot.
to 3. I'm going to take one more bow shot at it.
When you use one,
There we go. That should be a crit.
But did you use any last session? Was it still
Longbow.
part of the same day?
Yeah.
You can't
No,
crit on a
you
longbow.
get
He used one last
Man.
session. He hadn't used any yet today.
Okay.
Yeah. Longbow 5th edition.
Of course you can crit on longbow. You can crit on any
Yeah.
weapon.
I think
Well,
a longbow.
I'm supposed to crit on 19s and 20s.
Yeah, then it's a crit.
Crit.
Well, what does that mean? I don't know what to
Double
how to
damage,
add
man.
that
Like
up.
any
Yeah, roll your-
other crit.
Yeah, roll
Alright.
your double damage. So
instead
it's
of 20, 19 is a crit for you.
2d8.
Yep.
So roll another d8. You don't get rage though. I don't know why it keeps adding rage. So 9 plus another d8.
I
10.
can re-roll once.
Not on.
No,
That's
only
for
with
act.
great weapons.
Okay,
Only with the big weapons.
that's right.
And now the big one. Give me a Constitution check. All
24.
right. The stone retreats from you as it threatens to move up your legs. The stone retreats, and you are freed. At the
Uh-huh.
I
end of
turned
your
to stone
Yay.
a year ago. I turned to stone.
I apologize for messing that up all this time, but it probably helped. So, who done it?
Really, I haven't had a need to move until just now. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
Who done
Honestly,
it is up to you.
him moving would have been probably bad.
Hold on before you act.
Yep.
especially with those what'd you say, the thorns or something you had coming up from the ground.
Yeah, you're
spike
still
growths,
standing
yeah.
in the middle of a bunch of spike growth. I haven't dropped that.
So I can't even move then without going through that.
You can. You'll just take some damage.
Jeff, I just whispered something to you,
All right.
Yeah.
Can you
and
drop
it's your
it?
turn.
Whodunit's not in a good place at the moment.
All right. So before or after you?
It's
Somebody's supposed to respond right here.
yeah. I'm gonna keep it on the down low though.
All right.
Okay,
Maybe we shouldn't attack an entire monastery at once next time.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
we
it's
should
worked
just
out.
kill them
Character doesn't really have a
individually as we
choice.
encounter them.
It's worked out beautifully.
Oh, you guys
We
attacked
just
an
shouldn't
entire.
walk
choice.
into the
It
common
straight
room
up
and say, "Hey,
says
we're
in
here."
my-
Yeah, I think next time we're probably going to be more stealthy and not fall into traps.
Okay, message.
Next time we should kill
No,
people when Sierra
Jeff.
said we should kill them.
I'm just
I'm,
giving.
I'm kind of stunned by what's going on. So them first.
Okay. This guy moves up here and kills this monk.
Okay. So he is against the Black Earth. Okay. Gotcha.
This guy moves up here and kills this monk. These
I
two come
gotta
over
say,
here.
Bean is making water sound really good right now. Just saying.
These two come over here and beat the crap out of this Medusa and kill her. And then all four of them disappear and are gone.
Hmm.
And with that, combat is over.
All right.
What about this monk over here?
Oh, he's
All
dead.
right.
He
Okay.
runs away.
Yeah. Finally, one of them runs away.
Yeah, I'm not going to completely drop my darkness. I'm just going to sheath the dagger that I cast it on. So for
Wait a
now, the darkness is going away.
Oh,
So the guys were killed and the elementals just disappeared?
Yeah. Whoever summoned them decided they didn't need it anymore. And they dropped them.
Whodunit's still on his knees, and he's just reaching out, touching the hem of Boge's petrified robes.
As the sounds of battle recede and it becomes very, very quiet, all of you realize that your cleric companion is a stone statue in the middle of the room.
I could do nothing to save her.
I'm going to get rid of this.
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of the darkness, please.
Yep. Get rid of that.
I guess I can move my badger. Nobody cared about my badger.
Yeah. They forgot to attack the badger.
Yep.
Like, we got worse things to deal with.
Yes, we do.
Guys throwing invisible knives and whirlwind attacks from Fuz Rodoa over there.
Yeah. I don't.
Darkness.
Yeah, it's like if it were less a restoration, I could cure it, but I can't cure something like this.
And I just whispered something to you.
Wait,
are her feet attached
to me
to
or
the
to somebody
ground?
else?
No.
I'm sorry, DM.
Okay.
Was that to me? Because I don't see a message.
Right. Does anybody need healing?
Oh, okay.
Does anybody need healing? I could
Yeah.
do some.
Okay.
It's not dire, but I mean, I got
That's fine.
maybe
I don't
one or
have-
two hits in me.
Okay, I can give you a cure wounds.
All right.
So what do you
Since both I
all
can't
do
do it.
now?
I'm healing. Yeah, I'm healing Bjorn. So let me try to see.
Sears is that woman, and then that initial guy, and I don't remember their names. Sears wants to search them, like up front.
Yeah, we need to search them. I'll also use my wand after I cure Bjorn. So that's 1d8 plus spell.
When you say that,
1d8 plus 3.
whodunit
Yeah,
jumps to his feet. Yes.
9 points. You get back as Bjorn.
Nice. Thank you.
All right.
Hold
Maybe
on
it's
for
not
a
too
second.
late. Maybe it's not in vain. Maybe the hounds of hell will not be released.
Does anyone know why 4 elementals showed up, kicked ass, and left?
A
done it?
blessing from Tempus.
Whodunit runs out of the room. I am running back to the office of this high priestess that we first encountered.
Okay.
I want to tear her room apart.
Does
All right,
anybody
we need to get a leash for whodunit.
Does anybody follow whodunit? So
Sears was
search-
searching that woman and the other priest.
you search the woman and the priest, Quarbo and Helenisa. Neither one of them have much on them. They just wear simple robes.
Why won't you let me cut face?
Meanwhile, did anyone follow whodunit, or is whodunit moving by himself? So, and real quick, let me.
Well,
I'll follow
just
him
to
now.
avoid him going by himself once again, I probably followed him.
This
You've
is
been trying
where-
to follow me, but I'm faster.
No, guys,
well,
stay-
I might not be
Stay
faster
here
than
and
Bjorn.
stay here and keep an eye on Boja.
This is where, if you can
All
see,
right.
this is where Helenisa was encountered. So the leader. So this is where you first met her.
Okay. Yeah, so
Sears will follow whodunit back to her office.
I'm going straight to that room.
Okay.
I don't know what's
And-
going on.
Sirius, you follow whodunit.
You hear
I am
psychically, just keep an eye on Boja.
Okay.
I am significantly faster than you. I am outpacing you.
Okay, so you both get there. And you
Okay.
begin searching.
And I'm like tearing apart the room. I am looking for scrolls. I am looking for charms. I am looking for a particular
Yeah.
type of.
Give me a search check, please.
Investigation. I will give myself a
Um,
guidance.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make some tea, but I'll help him when I get there.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Who rolled that? Oh, Greg did. And investigation. Oh, it's not my strongest, but here we go. Ah!
Well, I got you when I
Oh,
show
wait.
up.
So Greg will give me advantage then?
Sure.
All right. If he's helping me, I'll say like, I'm looking for scrolls, amulets, talismans, anything that will transmute flesh to stone and back again, or maybe something that dispels magic. Something, anything.
Actually,
Okay.
this is Quarbo's room, not Helenesa's room. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
Alright.
it's the first person we met.
Yeah.
I don't know where Helenesa's room is. I'm just desperate.
All right.
All right. You begin searching through this room, and you find quite a few things in this room. You find,
Okay.
let's see.
All right. If anything looks magical, I'll cast the. I'll put the wand on it.
You're not in there at the moment, right?
Well, I
No,
can.
he's back there with Bozier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, you do find a scroll. You find a chest that's not locked that contains 300 gold pieces and some priestly vestments.
I'm taking the priestly vestments.
And you find 3 scrolls.
Can I read them?
Yes, you can. There is writing, and there's like magical runes on it, but you can read them. The first one says it is a scroll of Earthbind. The second one is a scroll of Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. And the third one is a scroll of Transmute Rock.
Damn it.
But tearing apart this room, besides the vestments and the coffer of coins and those scrolls, you don't find much else of value.
Any hidden chambers, secret doors?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Earthbind. That's that one we used on the white dragon, right?
Yes, it is.
Keeps it on the ground.
That basically allowed me to unload the shit of hits on that dragon. So much so that he fled in fear.
That's right, he did.
I like that we found that. That's pretty cool.
Like Sirius watches his whodunits just tearing through stuff, and he's like reading the scrolls, and he's like, "No, next one, no." Start scattering stuff in a frenzy, trying to find something that'll fix this. It can't have all been
All right.
for
What did you
nothing.
roll? What'd you roll, Sirius? I didn't see.
That was a 29, unless you need another one.
All right. You look diligently through everything, but you don't find any secret chambers. So, with that, there are other rooms to look through, though. So,
All right. Surely somewhere in this place, this cursed place of stone and rock, these worshippers of mud and dirt, surely they have a means of restoration.
that is one upset puppy.
Yeah. Well, there were neighbors that he was barking at, and it was just pretty bad. So I had to take him up.
Okay. So, I assume that you are all going to search through all these rooms?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Because for the sake of time and brevity, I will tell you all that you have killed the entire monastery. So
I sure hope so.
you are in this room. There are stairs leading down into the earth, as you could see in the room, in this giant hallway. As you search through the various rooms, let me give you the short and sweet of it. So, in one room, well, as you search through all the people that you've killed, all of them had varying amounts of coin on them, and the Duergar themselves had pickaxes, and the Minotaur had a great axe. But all of the monks do have some coin and gems on them, but nothing, no weapons of any kind. In total, looking through all of their stuff, you retrieve 1,200 gold pieces and let me count it all up. 70 gems, each of them worth 100 gold a piece.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Going through the dormitories, you find stone masks, vestments of the stone cult, similar but much less expensive than the one that Cirrus had taken from Quarbo's quarters. You come to a room, refectory. This room is full of plain shelves and wooden platters, but 2 windows look out into the canyon behind the monastery walls, and there are a series of prayers written up on the walls, praying to the great stone elemental so that they will come down and turn the caverns of stone and encompass the world, sacrificing. They're rather gruesome. You find a kitchen. You find a sandstone court. You're in the shrine. You come to a place that is full of books, and I will get to that one in a moment. Eventually, you come to a room that is described. This large room contains a wooden table with 4 chairs, a small working desk, several macrame wall hangings, and a single pallet on a low stone shelf against the west wall. You see that a barred window looks out over the canyon, and there is a rather intricate gold engraving of the Earth Cult symbol up on the wall. You may have found, actually, once you search, because I'm just doing this, you found the leader, the abbess of stone, her room here. As you go through it, you find a large wooden chest that contains 800 platinum pieces and 12 turquoise stones, each of them worth 50 gold pieces. You also find a letter wrapped around 5 scrolls. You open up the letter, and the letter is signed. Hold on. Marlos. And in the letter it says, I can't control the thrice cursed Medusa, but take these in case she looks at one of your charges by accident. The 5 scrolls, all of them have writing on them that say or stone to flesh.
Yes.
Great.
5 chances. 5 chances.
Great.
It's beyond me. It's beyond me, but I can attempt.
And then finally, I will tell you, as you go through the scriptorium, you find a number of religious books, texts, and journals that you might want to look at eventually.
Okay.
So, but I will leave you with the scroll first, and then we can get into those. So,
yeah. Let's see if we can cure Boja.
Yep.
Sierra says, how does that work? Can one of you cast that? Read that? Do whatever.
Let me see. Let's see how it works.
It's got to. What is up with you, iPad?
I think you just read it if you have the ability to cast a spell.
If you, kind of depends. Some spells have to be on your list.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find out who can cast it.
If the spells
Warlocks
on your
or
classes,
wizards can cast it. So I could cast it, or whodunit could cast it. I'll let him do it.
It's a 6th level spell. So if it's of a higher level that you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spell casting ability to determine whether you can cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So you have to, whoever's going to try and do it has 16. To make a DC 16 ability check.
Now this is an ability check, so I can use guidance on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go with the guidance.
Yeah.
So
frack it. Sirius will pray to Timora while he's doing it.
And
Silently.
I will be
But you will.
giving prayers to Elistray for her to be restored.
Well, I don't think these can all stack, but good on you for role play. Sirius actually gets a point of inspiration for praying to Tamora, and the same goes for you, Eleutherius.
Okay, how do I roll this without it being a saving throw on here?
It's your spellcasting ability, so just roll your spellcasting ability. So,
Well, I'm looking at
You click on the ability. It's the same thing.
okay,
Yeah.
the ability. Okay, not the saving throw.
which
here.
is and your charisma as a warlock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Charisma.
roll.
Here goes nothing.
Jesus.
Why did it roll all those dice?
I don't know. I'm just gonna take the first one.
Just take the first one.
So you begin reading off the spell. You struggle over words that you don't recognize, but you are able to keep going in the flow and the intonation of the spell as you read it off the scroll. The words come together, flow off the scroll, down your body, through the stone, and up into Boja's body. And the stone begins moving and melting away before the words just disappear altogether.
Thank you. Praise to Elistray that you were able to return to us.
And now you just throw the other 4 spells away, right? So
Yeah, you might want to keep them. You might want to keep them in your pouch.
Yeah, those are definitely going in the hat.
Yeah.
welcome back, Boja.
All right. Did we
Thank
detect
you.
magic
That
on
was
any
very
of the
good.
items that we found?
Oh, hold on. What were you
Jen,
gonna
what did
say?
you say?
What did you say, Jen?
I will thank them all and like I guess that was rather foolish. I was emboldened
It
by
was
Yeah,
the
very
next time
brave.
don't get stoned in the middle of battle.
We were all taking risks during this battle. It was desperate. I fully understand.
And Steve, you do not detect magic on anything except the other 3 scrolls that were found in Quarbo's room. So
Okay.
there was very little magic in the monastery itself besides the scrolls of magic that were stored here.
All right. Let's say we take a long rest.
You do have a number of books
Now,
and
if they've
letters
told
that you
me
found.
about the book,
Let's go through this first.
Yep. What were we gonna say, Jen?
yeah, I'd like to look at those.
Okay. Going through
I was
the
just
books
saying,
of
agreeing. I would like to investigate the book if they told me about them.
there are 2 more scrolls hidden among the books. They were kind of like discarded there, as well as there are a number of scrolls here that have been written and hidden among the monasteries. Among those scrolls, you find a scroll of Dust Devil and a scroll of Erupting Earth. So, and I assume someone's writing this down.
I was trying to keep
I
track of
was,
these.
but my iPad has just crashed for the 3rd time this game. So
All right.
give me a moment.
All right,
No
let me go ahead and list them. So there
I
was a
not writing
scroll.
it down, I'm sorry.
So there was Earthbind. I remember that.
I mean, I can always go back and watch the playback, but I like to
Yeah.
get it in the moment too.
Scroll Dust Devil.
You
The
found
only ones I
scrolls.
wrote down is Earthbind, Earth Grasp, and Transmute Rock.
Yes.
I've got all of that.
And then you have now a scroll of Dust Devil and a scroll of Erupting Earth.
Okay.
And 4 scrolls of stone to flesh, right?
Yep.
Yep. As Jen,
Good
go ahead
job,
and give me
whodunit.
a religion check, please.
It was
I will help.
It looks at Sirius, and whodunit can't quite make eye contact with you. It was nothing. I'm just glad that you are all safe.
As you begin going through the books, both Eleuthria and Boja, the first few books that are on the top of the pile are academic texts. They're texts on the elemental planes. They're holier texts to refer to various earth deities that appear to be not only from this plane of existence, but you hear them referencing some worlds that you have never heard of at all. You also see it referencing elemental powers that you have never heard of in all of your time, but they have very clear descriptions of what they are. You also find books that are philosophical treatises on self-denial and nihilism as a response to a flawed and illogical world. As you go through all these books, you eventually come to a journal. And on the front of the journal is written a name, Marlos Imrael. Begin reading through the journal, and at first the journal talks about the life of an aristocrat from Baldur's Gate, who has a thriving import-export business where he does business up and down the Sword Coast. But the more you go through the journal, the more he begins to says he tires of the ocean and how it plagues his mind, and he seeks to find peace in the stone. And then it becomes rantings of a madman as he begins to descend into madness. Eventually, he talks about himself becoming the prophet of the earth and how he has been called to make the stone supreme among all elements, and that he will be the one who leads back for Grox, which is written in bold letters into the earth. Once again, he refers to himself as the prophet of the eye, or the prophet of earth, and he says that he's being drawn to a place called the Fane of the Eye by visions that he sees in the stone around him. He says that the stone talks to him at times. And then he says at one point, as he was wandering among somber hills, the stone opened up and gave to him a holy weapon called Iron Fang that gave him the power of earth, and he took it for his own. He said then he established the Temple of Black Earth in the ruins of a long abandoned Dwarven stronghold that exists below the sacred stone monastery. And he says he is nurturing something called the Black Geode, so that when all is ready, the ever-growing mountain shall come and remake the lands in his own image. He talks in great detail about his hatred for the earth, or the air, fire, and water cults, but the water cult in particular, and how far below the Fane of the Eye is his master's ultimate goal, the city of Ulath-Ur, a drow city that has turned away from its true master, and he shall bring them back into the fold once more, once he has achieved supremacy.
I'm curious in finding out more about this drow city.
Let's see, guys. The other two scrolls, Erupting Earth, and what was the other one?
Erupting Earth and
Dust Devil.
Dust Devil.
Dust Devil, thank you.
And
Let me
somebody
see.
please write down that name, Ulath-Ur, so I don't have to remember it.
And that's the Tome of Ulath Earth.
No, the Drow City is named Ulath-Ur,
Oh,
and
the Drow City.
the prophet of Earth is named Marlos Umrael.
Let me.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yes,
I'm
Marlos
gonna make a
Umrael.
history check and see.
It's some
if I
kind of
know that
weapon
name.
called Iron Fang.
I definitely don't
Easy
without.
to remember.
Why does Iron Fang sound familiar?
Yeah,
Are you talking
10, no.
like for Cirrus or
No.
meta knowledge?
Are you trying to remember Ulath-Ur?
Yes.
Yeah. You have no idea. This is a Drow city that you are not familiar with. It's certainly never traded with the cities that you know of, and you have never met anybody from there, so you do not know what Ulath-Ur is.
And one more time, Nim, what was the gentleman's name on the tome?
Marlos Umrael.
Marlos
Umrayle.
Yeah, I just spell all these crazy
In all
names
of our
phonetically.
searching,
I'm not worried about spelling.
in all of our searching, did we encounter any maps?
No.
I would also like to do a history check with all the study I did at the monastery.
Okay. What are you trying to get insight into?
If I've heard of that drow city in my reading.
Ulath-Ur?
Yeah.
Maybe with some guidance.
I can give you some guidance.
I was about to say we got a new religious boy in town.
Maybe some more guidance than that.
You can only have
Roll
one
two.
guidance. Spells aren't allowed to overlap.
I just roll a d4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah,
gets to add
let's
that to her
forward to
roll.
that.
Tempus smiles on you. Jen or Boja, you remember. Do you want me to just tell you, or do you want me to whisper it to you? So,
You can just tell everybody.
all right. So Boja relates to all of you that in her studies, when she recalled the name that you do not speak, Fagrox, that there was whisper of when Fagrox first entered the world. He entered through a portal, a whirling stone and air and earth and water that formed a black ooze that allowed the entity known as Fagrox to come into being. And the beings that lived in this cavern far in the Underdark, they eventually worshipped him before overthrowing him and banishing him back to wherever he come from, were the Drow of Ulath Ur. But Fagrox was so exacting, required so much sacrifice, drow sacrifice, sacrifices of limbs, sacrifices of eyes, that the Ulath Ur drow rose up against them, and that city was cut off from all the other drow cities because they feared that the influence of Fagrox would spread out from Ulath Ur into other cities, and Loth, trying to protect her children, actually severed the connections to Ulath Ur in the Underdark to the other drow cities that existed, and the Duergar and Deep Gnomes as well.
Hey, new question. I guess Sirius would ask this to Boja. Boja, and you're studying those tomes, and I don't want you to say these out loud, but did you come across any names or perhaps illustrations of any of the other elemental gods like Yanni Boy?
You
Roll
can
another
check
history.
for that. Yeah.
I'm wondering about names or descriptions or especially any illustrations.
You recall specifically that there were four large elemental, I'm going to say they were referred to as deities, but you would probably know them better as demigods, that served as the lieutenants to Fagrox.
Huh. Interesting.
Their names were, and you do recall the names, Ogremok was the earth.
Oh shit! That's why Yancey looks like a drow. Son of a bitch.
And then, so Ogremok's was the earth. The fire name was Emrix. Fire elemental's name. The water elemental's name was Yansi Ben.
That was the air elemental.
Yep.
Oh yes, the air elemental.
And
the
Yanni
water
Boy.
Yeah, me and him got personal once.
And the water elemental's name was
Droop. He's been with us the whole time.
Olhydra.
Halo Hydra.
Yes.
Any illustrations or descriptions?
There is an illustration. Now that she recalls those names, there is an illustration of Ogremok in one of the books. It is mentioned as the prophet of Earth, was doing the research. And Ogremok, hold on for just a second. You guys are causing me to look at all sorts of different things.
Just for context, now Sirius is asking because when he saw who done it say Fagrox, there was a woman, I believe black, trimmed with silver armor.
The one that appeared that sucked up the blood?
No, the one whose astral. Sorry, Sirius, what that silver
Oh,
cord was
yes.
severed.
You didn't
Yes.
see that. That was a vision for me, right? Or did he actually see that too?
He said it was physically there.
No, that was the something else. So no, you
Oh,
didn't
I'm
see
sorry.
that one. You saw
My
the
apologies,
blood
then.
though. At the beginning of this fight, there were several times that blood disappeared into the air, and you saw a thin man, and the mask appeared around his face, but his face was completely drained of blood at that point. He was deathly white with full black hair, and he was cloaked all in black or dressed all in black.
No, I remember that. I meant when
Okay.
Whodunit summoned Fragrox out back of the Druid Temple where the Scarlet Moon Hall or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was supposed
You
to
said
only
that
be.
vision that he saw physically manifested, so I thought Sirius saw it as well.
No, I'm sorry. That should have
apologies.
been only who done it. There is a depiction in the books of Ogremok. He looks like a giant mountain with legs, and judging by the way he is moving, and there's crystals embedded throughout his entire body, including 2 giant crystals spiking out from where his eyes would be. He's surrounded by what looks like other earth elementals, and judging by the size, Ogremok easily stands at least 60 feet tall.
See if you get this one, Mike. The mountain walked or stumbled.
I have no clue.
I don't know that one.
H.P. Lovecraft.
I say we
calls
just
for
paint it. I say we just paint it green.
Well, it's either that or Sandor Clegane.
And then
Let's just paint it pink and put up a cheap somebody else's problem field.
and written underneath this illustration says Ogremok, Prince of Evil Earth, Tyrant of the Black Earth, the Mountain of Doom.
I suppose you can bring my token
He's
back
gonna
to where
love us
they are.
now.
What'd you say, Jeff?
I suppose you can bring my token back to where everybody else's is.
Okay.
I seem to be separated. I don't see anybody else on the map that I'm on.
Whoop. There you go.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
You get all that wonderful information.
Mhm.
Do you want to take a long
Yeah.
rest? What do you want to do?
Yeah, but I want to check one thing. Are there any manuals on like martial arts or whatever the monks used?
Going to try and crouching tiger this. Learn your kung fu from a book.
I'm just kind of curious. Yeah.
Learning martial arts from a book sucks.
You do find some treatises on the way of stone. It appears to be a pathway that the monks were looking here. There isn't a lot written down, but there's some basic information.
Okay, I'll pick that. I'll pick that up.
Okay.
Stone manual.
If y'all want to take a
Steve's
rest,
looking
we
for
should
his
find
fifth
a more.
multi-class.
We should find a more defensible room.
Well, I don't know if I am or not. I just like to have the option, you know.
So Cirrus suggests that you guys find a more defensible room and rest. So it's up to you. There are several rooms that meet that bill.
We got one we can lock.
Yes.
I say we go to that one.
Quarbo's room, the first room you search, is a good size and has a door that locks. There is one window looking out onto the courtyard there, but that's it.
Well, good. You guys won't have to stay stuck in a room if I fart or something. I said we go in there.
I mean, do we even have to stay in there to take our rest?
I mean, it's a shelter. I guess we could go outside, but that's exposed.
Yeah, we have shelter and we have beds and things like that. We can use them.
What you do realize is that you have basically wiped out everything in this monastery.
Okay.
Nothing is alive.
Right.
Now, did
Upon
they check
realizing
upstairs?
that, Bjorn struts a little bit.
Didn't you say there was like a dormitory type room now?
Yeah. What were we going to say,
Yeah.
Jen?
We can do that.
The little stairways that go down in this room, did we check that yet?
No. Yeah, Oh, this
No.
big stairway here? We didn't go down this yet?
No, you haven't gone down that big
I
stairway.
figured we
Okay.
would do that in the morning, or
I-
the next day.
Yeah, let's say
I know that
'cause
we
I'm-
got to go down from here. I think that the big stairwell is heading towards that direction.
So I will
Yeah.
move you all to the room.
Or a dungeon.
To the room where there are lots of beds and stuff.
we
if
find
you
out
wish.
the dungeon's just a giant mimic and it consumes us all.
God damn, that's a big Twinkie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hit my players with that. It was the Legend of the Living Dungeon.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it started off by eating somebody's house, and they went to go find out what happened to their house. Found themselves in the belly of the beast.
I got you,
It was
Sirius.
great.
And Mr. Simeon and Mr. Bang. So you're all in this room. There are no windows in this room. Oh yeah, there's one window, and you can lock the door. So
Yeah, so Bjorn can put his ass to that window if he needs to fart. Save
So-
us all.
I will tell you that you could take a long rest. You're in no danger of anyone interrupting you. You have killed everything at the moment.
That's right.
That's what Bjorn likes to hear. Killed
right.
everything.
I'd make some Slayer references, but I think I'm the only Slayer fan here.
And this badger.
Now,
I
That's
never really
right
got
off.
into Slayer.
I think the only thing Bjorn likes to hear more than we've killed everyone is there are more people to kill.
And at least third on that list has got to be free drinks.
Yeah, Boja will take the time to do her devotions and to Sarah and Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you tonight?
Give me a
Those are fine
second.
already.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you guys experience right now since you're taking a long rest.
Okay.
You're not going to level up, but
No, we're nowhere near. I think we
While
have to
we're
be
doing
at 60,000.
That's something for the history books. We went into a monastery full of warrior monks and won.
let's see. Minotaur. And Blackguard Guards.
All right.
100 plus. And then, sorry.
Take your time.
It's
I
okay,
want
we're
every single
sleeping.
point.
Now, actually, as long as he's doing that, if you're all right, and then if we're in the morning, Sarah says, "Y'all, I think we need to have a conversation about tactics."
Yep.
I'm not talking about organizing ourselves during a fight, but we walked in here knowing the place was full of enemies, knowing that they knew our faces. We didn't attack
Mhm.
immediately because I don't know. People were arguing that it was dishonorable or rude or something. So we ended up walking ourselves into what should have, by all accounts, been a death trap. And we ended up killing the people that we were not killing in the first place anyway. So we can't proceed like this. These people are our enemies. If we're not willing to kill them, then we're just going to keep walking into traps until we die.
I have no issues killing them. My issue was the ruse itself we were trying to perform.
Okay, but why was it okay for that ruse when it was against the abbess, but not okay when it was suddenly a room full of much more dangerous people?
Well,
That
as
sounds
we've talked about,
hypocritical to
you
me.
are a smarter and wiser man than I am. I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but when I realized it was simply a matter of it was time to get busy, I just went with it.
Okay.
Get busy with it.
All right.
I think if we're not willing to kill these people on sight, then we need to avoid them entirely. And if that's not possible, then we need a third option, because I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I don't know how to avoid them entirely because we opened the door and they're there. But unless you want to be the one to scout ahead and stay hidden while you look.
This is
Well,
why this is why I was attempting to scout ahead to. Although it did not
honestly,
end up working
whodunit,
out so well.
That's a related question. Twice now. I mean, should we just expect you to go wandering off randomly?
It was
That's
not
twice
wandering
now.
off. I walked over a wall to open up door to let Bjorn in.
How'd
had
that
a-
work out for anyone?
Not too well. Yeah. I think we will let Cirrus disarm the traps and open the doors.
You're all
And
about
I will
being
take the
Mr.
lead when
Sneaky,
we have
Sneaky
any
Subterfuge.
negotiations.
So you're all about being Mr. Sneaky, Sneaky Subterfuge, but only you can do this?
No, but when I do it, I find the information and return to the others. I don't just wander in and start fighting on my own.
It was not my intention to start fighting on my own, nor was it my intention to be captured. Looking for separate lines of ingress and information.
And we ended up having to run around a building to get to you because you were outnumbered in a battle.
And how many times have you set yourself apart, I wonder?
How many times has anyone had to come after me?
I don't know. I have not been with you that long. You tell me.
None. But that's not even my point. I'm not trying to say Cirrus always knows best. I'm trying to say we need a better approach. If it's okay to initiate combat in a room full of people, then it should be.
Was the deception not your approach? Were you not the one who led us into the large room where many enemies could flood in upon us?
Because
that was not my ruse.
Because the consensus was that we didn't want to attack the abbess alone in her room, which is what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
that's absolutely what I wanted to do.
I can agree to attack the person that we want to attack right away. All disputes are much easier.
I will turn a blind eye to you as you do so, but I cannot personally do it. I have sworn an oath to defend life, and I want to be certain that these people absolutely deserve death beforehand.
Nothing settles a good dispute like an axe. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was the difference? Was it just the difference? Yeah, while we struggle with honor, they're out there destroying cities. Was the only difference that there were more of them? Because honestly, they still hadn't initiated combat. We started that fight.
It looked like a trap. It definitely at that point looked like a trap.
It was very much.
It was not normal for a bunch of cultists or shall we say initiates to flood in just to greet a bunch of newcomers. That didn't seem right.
It was not even a trap. What we did was a gift. That was not a trap. That was an opportunity presented.
And plus, the guy, the leader, certainly seemed to think that something was up and that we were not what we said we were.
I know. For all we know,
it was only a matter of time before we were in a fight.
They told us they were gathering for services, and for all we know, they were telling the truth.
I don't think that was likely. Perhaps
But we had
it's simply my nature. I'm used to seeing the dagger behind the back.
It looked clear.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I believe Tempus was with us. I
We
was
said
doing
that-
as my God would advise.
I think it's just hypocritical to say the only time we can initiate combat is when we're obviously surrounded by people, even if they haven't made a hostile move against us.
Jen, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, Sirius's
Right.
point is, you know, we first held our action because we were not certain. But we did not want to attack her because no intent was done.
Yeah.
You say that they would have attacked us anyway, but if you look at it, we have no proof they were going to attack. Yes, they were gathering, but if they were gathering for a religious service, all of them would come to the monastery.
Doesn't matter. We know what this cult is about. They have proven it every time we have come across them. They have rained down death and chaos.
And if we're not willing to take action on site, then going deeper underground is just foolish.
Okay. Then why don't I hold the rear while you search, and if they happen to be there, and I don't see it, then I have nothing no way of stopping you.
So you want to make sure that the moral weight of any such actions falls on everyone else. That's what I'm hearing.
Go.
I'm not saying that I like it.
Half measures.
Go Paladin.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm trying.
I said go Paladin.
It's very paladin.
But you're not. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you still a paladin? Mortis was a paladin. You fight respectfully. You fight like a drow sorceress.
That is an excellent point.
Well,
I do not.
You call darkness and throw eldritch blast. That's not a paladin. That's
I do not think I've even seen you raise your sword to a foe.
Speaking,
you didn't see it, but I did. I do. Yeah, and I kind of point to the body of the monk. I hit her twice with my sword.
Speaking of which, go ahead and give me a religion check there, Luther.
Okay.
And I'm not criticizing. You fight as a very effective sorceress or warlock, or I don't know the details of your deal with the dancing queen. You used to worship Kellamvor. Now it's the dancing queen. So
you
that's
worship
fine.
Abba.
Illustrate, yes. Let me add my thing to that.
Yeah, we know from everything that's happened these from evil, so there should not be hesitation to attack.
My current oath, is about defending life wherever it's possible, making sure that those that threaten life are not allowed to destroy it. It does not tell me how I am supposed to fight. I have a certain amount of leeway in determining tactics.
You are protecting life by destroying these cultists, because the cultists are destroying the earth.
Yes.
Air.
If I know that they are such villains, I will absolutely destroy them. That is my duty. Anyway, that's a 26.
Ooh. There's a roll for you.
And please, if I'm offending anyone who done it, Eleuthria, Bjorn, that please know that is not my intent. We just need to be clear, because that's
you want to make us you want us to be more effective and to avoid these kinds of death traps in the future. And in that, I agree with you.
And I am on
part
edge.
Of it,
this was a very
part of it is, and this is serious again. And maybe I should just seek therapy, because honestly, Bjorn, you have your dedication to Tempus. Whodunit, you have your deal with the Baba Yaga. Eleuthria, you have your thing with Illustre or the Raven Dancing Queen. I'm not sure how all that works, but that's personal. Boja, you have your allegiance to Saren Ray.
You are the only
my allegiance on this planet is nil, but the four of you and Selby and Karlsruhe.
Yeah.
So I don't have any higher guidance other than I can't let you guys die.
Yeah.
And again,
Well,
We came
that's
very
me. So I should probably seek therapy, I know. But
close.
No.
Well, so if you do, then so do we all, because we're all sharing the risk.
Jen, you can also give me a religion check if you
Yeah.
want. Did you
He
get
looks-
my whisper there, Steve?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what to say.
He'll look at you very gravely, serious, like, on that we are in complete agreement.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
You were
I do
secure in your
therapy, don't
religion.
I?
That's about all I can tell you.
No, not
Okay.
this time.
Yeah. I well, it's like while we were having this conversation, something kind of struck me because of something Sarah said, and I remembered that according to Kellenvor, there is a commandment among his people to beware the entrance of death in this world. But it turns out that Kellenvor as god of death is not the same thing as death itself. That these are two separate things, and that there are many deaths among the plane. Some of them are even more powerful than gods of death like Kellenvor. I don't know why that occurred to me. It just did.
It occurred to you, since you explained that, it occurred to you because death is depicted often as very tall, thin men with the color drained from their face, and they often wear the mask of death.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so it would seem that the mask that they were wearing were the mask of death. So apparently it involves some other form of death or some
So it was
other death power.
a little death.
Yeah.
Because if the
Dying
stories
1,000
are
little
true,
deaths.
yeah, remember what was the tomb of the one you said the dead god Merkil?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
I
he-
mean,
so even
that worries me because not only
even
is
gods may
Kellenvor
expire.
not only not the first god of the dead on Faerun, he's like the third in 150 years, according to my father.
So there is a greater force of death beyond even the gods.
Yeah, he has reigned since the time of troubles.
No, actually, Cyric was the god of the dead after the time of troubles. Kellenvor was a few years later.
Mm.
He took it from him somehow. I don't recall. Such were my bedtime stories as a child.
Immortal became a god.
For those of you,
Three
does
in the
happen.
time of troubles: Cyric and Midnight and Kellenvor. Well,
There have been
again,
several
Cyric and
Mistras, for
Midnight,
example.
and then Kellenvor came about 10 years later, because Cyric wasn't a very good god of the dead.
This world may
The
be
dead
even more
rebelled.
chaotic than the Fey realm.
all of you that can take a check on whatever is best for you of religion, history, or something like that. So this is very hijacked, though. It's DC 30.
Yeah, this isn't my original world. I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I haven't been around enough to know.
I'm about the same with when it comes to religion and history.
I got nothing on either one.
I will tell you, my wife is cooking food right now. It smells really good. That bodes well for the party.
I don't think I could conceivably do a religion check at DC 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but I'm going to try. No, I can't do it. I'm not even going to bother with
All right,
guidance.
Boja, it's on you.
She rolled.
missed it. I got 25.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
25.
Would you like to have some guidance?
That would still only get you to 29.
Yep.
Okay.
DC 30. This is an ancient tale. But
What the White Witch didn't know was
Yes.
the deep magic.
yes, what the party
was there
doesn't
when it
know
was
is the
written.
magic as well. So
Okay.
this is one of those things that if you don't recall, you probably have to hire a sage and research it. So
Yeah, I don't think Elminster is going to be available.
yeah.
We'd be lucky to get Simon.
And Jeff, I whispered something to you. I don't know if you saw that.
Ooh, I missed it in all the.
Yeah, I
rolls
just
and
whispered
chatter.
something to you too. You can let me know if I need to pull
Nope.
back.
That's fine. You're good.
Yeah, I
perfectly
figured that. I did figure that.
Although, if your father did that, you can go ahead and give me another check on stuff that he talked about if you want. It would be a knowledge check, though, so like a history.
What check would?
For this
Am I
particular
still
tale.
shooting for? Am I still shooting for DC 30? Because that's not happening.
No, I'll tell you if you make it. Yeah, it's still not happening. So you didn't listen to your father close enough. So.
I can.
Looks clear.
Yeah, Lutheria.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Does 21 help?
I think Raz is about to ask me a question.
do you want me to whisper knowledge to you, or so that you can replay it? It's not a lot of knowledge.
Sure. I'll still share it. Sears just likes to talk about the stories that he was told.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So Lutheria,
Yes.
you followed one of these gods of death, yes?
At one time, yes. I
So-
left the service.
What does the appearance of a little death mean? Are they known to
do I-
just be visible like that?
What do I know, DM?
You know as much as I told you that there was a warning to all the servants of Kelivor to always watch for death, to be on guard,
Yeah.
which always
Yeah,
struck you as strange.
Yeah, it's not certain even to those of us. Perhaps somebody who is farther up in the hierarchy of the Church of Kelmvor would know, but I don't know.
Well,
They could take many forms.
Sears says, if I'm to believe the stories I was told as a child, my father and a group of his allies, possibly a group like this, although we don't have any wild mages, thankfully, actually met Kellamvor and Midnight and Cyric. He lived through the time of troubles. And the stories that were told when Bane and Merkel and Baal fell in the time of troubles is that they got their respective portfolios because in times even further before that, I think they were mortals, maybe they were lesser gods, but they pooled their resources to kill death.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Baal became the god of murder, Bane became the god of whatever he was, violence or whatever, and Merkel became the god of the dead. Cyric took all three. Cyric took them down. Not alone, but Cyric took their portfolios. He was originally the god of violence and murder and death. And then it was sometime after the time of troubles, the sages said that the dead rebelled because Cyric was insane, even as a god. And somehow Kellamvor became the god of the dead with Eo's blessing.
What is this?
So yeah,
what is
three gods of the dead in an elf's lifetime.
What
from
is this
Merkel
Ao?
to Cyric.
What is Ao?
What is this Ao who has blessed the gods?
The over god. He is the one that rules over all others in this realm.
So, Cirrus, I whispered something to you, and Steve, I whispered something to you.
Yeah.
If one believes the stories, I've heard the same as Eleutheria, that Ao is the god of the gods or something like that.
Yeah. My patron
and to hear Elminster speak, because he will drink and speak in Shadowdale. He claims to have met him.
Mhm.
So wait,
But
a
who
mortal
knows?
has
Who
met
knows what Elminster even is?
the god of gods.
Yeah. Well, he is one of the chosen of Mistra, and probably the most powerful wizard on this plane.
Yeah, I am
It's-
sorry. I come from a place where there are great powers and principalities in the realm of strangeness and chaos. I've been to a realm of great horror, and yet I find everything you have just said more disquieting, I think, than anything I've ever seen.
Well, I heard something else that is quieting, but I don't know the full significance of this. My patron says that Nawan's death has come to Faerun.
Nuhan.
Nuhan. What is this Nuhan?
I have not
Wait,
the place
is
I have
that a
journeyed to.
person or a place? So someone else's god
I-
of death came here?
It would seem
Or if
so.
it's one of these small
Perhaps
deaths,
it's another.
maybe
Yeah, it could
maybe
be
it's
from another plane.
well, maybe it's the small death. So maybe as the death of Nuhan. Do people have individual deaths?
Yeah.
Just stalking them, waiting for their time to pluck them. Maybe
Well,
maybe
I've heard
maybe
stories
the
of the death of
angels.
rats being. I've heard stories of the death of rats being its own thing that walks around with the death, but I think that was a different world.
And where
None of you can all make checks to see if you know what Nuhan is, if you want.
I will try.
Again, I don't think this is something whodunit would know at all.
This has
Okay.
nothing to do with Faerun, so it's up to you. But
I
Yeah,
guess-
Sears doesn't know.
Is it a religion check?
no,
What is it? A history check then?
you can use history. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do one just to see if the Baba Yaga's ever
or
mentioned it.
if you have arcane, you can roll arcane.
Well, yeah, it's about the same. I guess we'll try.
Yeah, we'll throw
Wait.
some guidance on there.
Arcana would be a little higher for me.
Well, let me guidance on that. 'Cause I might actually get a pretty good
So
roll
that'll
on it.
be 20,
28.
27 for me.
And
And what
26 for me.
It's a bunch
How
of
did you all
insanely
know
idle-
this? All three of you, through your various
We start putting the
methods,
pieces together as we're chatting.
as you're talking, you recall vague whispers, mentions, whispered in disbelief, almost conspiracy theories. But as we begin talking, you realize that perhaps because it's been mentioned in so many different types of text, there's more to it. That Nuhan is whispered as the resting place of the gods, where a world, a plane, where the gods go when they are destined to not die but fade.
And
I'm
that death has
wondering-
come here? That doesn't bode well for the gods, I would think.
No.
Perhaps. Are the gods here in danger of fading?
Well, again, who done it? It does happen. Gods of Faerun have been killed, replaced.
But this
Another story I heard about Cyric was that he's the Lord of Illusion now because when he was the god of murder, he murdered Lyra, who was previously the god of illusion.
it sounds like he is a greedy bastard who wants all the domains.
Yeah, but his insanity, that's how he lost the realm of the dead to Kellenvor. That was part of it. Again, this is all secondhand. My father claims to have known people and been there, and he definitely had an interesting life, but
This
And
is
my
why
mother
mortals should
told
not
him it
be
was-
gods. Yeah. Look at what happens when mortals be gods. They make a big mess of everything.
well, to hear most elves tell it, Kellenvor becoming the god of death was actually a good thing once he settled into the office.
Yeah, for now. We will see. Who is to say? This is all so strange and esoteric.
Midnight becoming the goddess of magic, aside from some initial tension amongst the gods, I don't think there's been very much difference there.
As you are all talking, you notice that although there has been some hints about what's going on, that your various patrons and gods are very silent. Although they
Okay.
have been very vocal in the past about telling you about a variety of different things.
Okay. I did ask my patron a question.
Yeah, I'm going to write back to you right now.
But
Okay.
generally speaking, whodunit, I agree it's best for mortals not to be involved in the affairs of gods, if we can help it. And I repeat, we are in so far over our heads.
This is so.
I can only go where my goddess tells me to go.
It
I
seems.
am dedicated to her.
And I know how I started this conversation, but I would like you all to know I am not generally comfortable with the idea of striking first or striking others without certainty, but I don't think that kind of morality is a luxury we can afford if we're going to make it through this. I don't know. I don't know how to go to war, but we're in one.
Yeah.
There are times when the ruthless practicality is called for.
I know. I've just known too many assassins to take it lightly.
No, I understand, but I have had
I don't want to
occasion
become one of them.
I have had the occasion to face people who are as innocent as a mortal being can be, but they are suffered an enchantment or a curse or something that, as far as I know, could not be revoked. And the greatest mercy was to put an end to them
Okay.
for the betterment of others.
Yeah.
All right.
I do
I
not
have
like
to remind
saying.
myself.
I
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
do not like saying for the greater good. It is a path that then can become strange if one is not careful. I have seen this as well.
I agree. That phrase irks me
Okay.
no end. And it's
Mm.
such is my disdain for harpers and others of the like, even when I know that they do
Mhm.
good for the most part, the things they allow or cause in the name of the greater good are just, it's so easy to
Okay.
forget.
My patron seems greatly concerned with the return of Ulith and I would not be surprised if the Baba Yaga has a similar interest.
I don't know.
All right. So, looks clear.
Well, we
Shall we
definitely,
proceed?
we definitely need to take our rest and then move forward.
Yeah, you guys have already rested, so whenever you are ready,
Okay.
you can proceed. Whatever you want to do. So,
Have we noticed any other ways down, or is it just the one staircase?
when you were looking through the various rooms, you did notice several things. First of all, it is up to you. I neglected to mention this. There was an area that was locked, and I didn't have you go in there. So there is a door that was locked, and it was a very sturdy lock. So
Sierras, you take this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go
you
check out the locks.
that's one thing.
We'll stay back.
And whodunit, if you like, when we have some downtime, I would be happy to show you some of my tricks if it would help. I'm not trying to keep trade secrets.
You did. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just I have a variety of skills.
Oh, I know. I'm just,
But
if you ever
you're
feel like playing
clearly,
around.
well, you're clearly my superior in a specific area.
You
Well,
did
yeah,
find
but you can walk on walls. How cool is that?
near Quarbo's room. You did find another door, and behind that door there was a staircase going down there as well. So there is a locked door that you haven't investigated, and then there's this large staircase in the middle of this room that goes down, and then there is a staircase behind a door over by Quarbo's room. So over in this direction. Well, you can't see it right now. That is locked as well, or not locked. There's a staircase going down there. So
Let's go check out the locked door first. Which? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
did I walk outside?
I will be about 20 feet back because the last trap was about 12 feet out. So
Yeah, we can't go out the main door. We can only go out the window, apparently.
I can move you guys over there. Yeah, because the door is locked. Here, hold on.
he locked us in.
Well, we
It's
did
a
lock the
trap.
door.
I'm just
That's a
gonna move
trap.
everybody over there.
Yeah, as serious as blocking the door, I'm gonna pull who done it aside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This was the way I was thinking about trying to retreat.
All right. So this is the door right here that is locked.
Oh, not the bottom one with the lock on it.
No.
Now,
Sorry, I
are
was looking
you,
wrong.
Bozier, are you pulling me aside to keep me from trying to unlock the door myself? Or do you have another purpose?
I have another purpose.
So Cirrus, go ahead and give me a check. I haven't locked the door, but there is a door there. So
All right, I will check it for traps.
I will
okay.
Hmm.
go over
Go
here
ahead
just in
and check.
case.
It's not trapped.
Oh, of course it's not trapped for him. I'm not bitter. 72
I
points of
will-
damage? No.
Attempt to unlock it.
You do not unlock it on your first attempt.
Wait a minute.
I will give you
If I
guidance.
didn't, then I can try this.
Have some of my luck.
26.
Okay. As you begin messing with it, you still do not lock it, but you hear a strange, raspy voice from behind the door going, "Go away. I heard your fight over there. Leave me be. You have done me a service and given me back my area. Now go do what it is you mortals do."
May we come in and speak to you for a moment?
You hear a huge sigh. It sounds like wind going through a stone cavern or something. It goes, "If you must, just promise me you're not going to bore me or inconvenience me."
Cirrus will turn to everyone and say, I genuinely don't think this person is an enemy, but someone's in here.
Okay. We could get more information.
Yeah, I've asked him if we can come in.
Fine. And the lock unlocks itself and the door swings open.
Now, before we get to that, Jennifer, you, Boja pulled whodunit aside. What you want to say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look you in the eye and I'm gonna go, what happened yesterday? What did you do?
What did you do?
What did he do indeed?
Now I'm saying this, I'm in a whisper. I'm not trying to let everybody hear the
Yeah.
conversation.
Hold on a second.
Just tell me when you want me to keep going. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
whenever they're done, Cirrus is walking into that room.
okay.
I did. What needed doing. And you are here because of it.
What did you sacrifice?
Kind of smiles a little sadly at her. The same thing I always do.
Try to take over the world.
Yeah. He'll walk past her.
I'll grab his arm one last time. I was like, is there anything I can do to help?
Stay true to yourself.
Oh, wait, that was a private conversation. Never mind.
I will nod and I will follow him back to the group.
Okay.
So Cirrus walked in.
So I'm going to show this to you. If it shows you the writing below it too, just don't read the writing. I don't think it will. I think it'll show you just show you the picture.
All right.
So you see, yeah, don't read the writing.
Yeah, okay.
Go up,
All right.
Bjorn. You see that.
Okay.
Hmm.
He kind of moves into the middle of the room and looks at you. And at the moment, it's just Cirrus. Cirrus, you feel an overwhelming sense of death, power, and evil emanating off this
Son of
creature.
a bitch.
And he looks at you and goes,
He seems like a powerful undead.
"So, what is it that you wish to speak to me about? The only reason that I'm entertaining you is that you have done me the great service of ridding my monastery of those interlopers who came to live here."
Who are you?
Really? This is the question you come into my tower to ask. Very well. I am Renwick. Renwick the Almighty. And is there still the only one in there? Anybody else got on in there?
I was actually going to follow him in. Let me grab my
Okay.
little minions so I'm not blind trying to grab them blind.
I just
Anybody?
Hold on.
I haven't
And
found
they-
where we are on there yet. Just give me
They
a minute.
just, I guess you've kept yourself removed from the cultists.
Here, I'll move you in there. And if anybody has history, you can make about that.
I'll go in because I'm kind of getting this really bad sense.
I don't know the history of this place, but I know an undead when I see one.
Yeah, where is he exactly?
Whodunit's just kind of bristling. His fur is all standing up.
What is it that you do here? What are you studying?
Magic. I have given more than you can possibly imagine to magic, to the arcane.
Whodunit snorts at that.
I'm guessing Lich.
It seems you've given quite a bit. Just to study?
For eternity, yes. And anybody who wants to give me a history check on the name can do so now. So,
All right.
Well, 20.
I'm also tempted to do a religion check to see what he is, but let me.
okay.
You got divine senses as a paladin, dude.
I do. But but it's not going to necessarily tell me what he is. It'll tell me if it's evil.
That's true. It'll tell you if he's undead.
I mean, it's already obvious he's undead. My guess is he's some kind of a lich, but
I don't know. Maybe he's just a leper.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
a fancy dressed guy with leprosy.
Jen, you can give me a
17 on
religion
that.
check as well on
Okay.
to identify what he is.
Whodunit's just like staring holes through him.
All right. This is not for everybody. This is just for Jen and Steve.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Whispers.
Well, I don't want to whisper right now. He is a lich.
Yeah.
Boja.
Yes.
You usually share. Do you want me to whisper or just share it? So
Share.
okay. I guess you guys are hearing this psychically. If you decide to add a psychic connection, or you can say this out loud while he's standing there.
I'll relink.
Yeah.
Renwick, hundreds of years ago, over 700 years ago, Renwick was a hero of renown from Summit Hall, and he and his brother Samular Caradun were the founder of the Knights of Samular. The two of them fought bravely in the Second Troll War, but Renwick's hunger for arcane knowledge eventually led him to prepare for lechdom, and he became a leech only after, as the tale goes, his brother fed him the potion on the battlefield rather than let him die.
It's like
And then-
mentally.
I go.
And then
I go ahead.
and then his
privately
brother
relay this to
and
everybody.
his brother died in his stead.
Mhm.
So he's not necessarily a lich by choice.
No, it would seem not.
Rimwood looks at you. So, was this all that you wanted to know? Is my name? Can I get back to my
Yeah.
contemplations?
What was your purpose in coming to this place? It seems unusual for a knight of your stature to choose this place for solitude and study.
He kind of rises up, the air crackling with arcane power around him. I was never a knight. That was my brother. How
My apologies, sir.
I came here to be away from humanity, from mortals, to spend the rest of eternity researching the arcane, looking for the answer.
What answer?
The answer of how to escape this.
You're trying to escape your
Condition.
lich. Yes, that's a good way to put it.
That is a delicate way of putting it.
Yes.
Yes.
How's it going?
I can sympathize with such a name.
It's been 680 years. How do you think it's going?
Slowly.
That's
Yes,
fair.
indeed. Slowly.
I would like to make an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, and you tell me if there needs to be any sort of modifier to things. I want to know if I know enough about undead to know what fuels a lich.
Sure.
Phylactery.
You know that there are two components to becoming a lich. One is to create a phylactery to store the soul, and the other is the potion to actually kill the mage and at the same time resurrect them while splitting the mage apart from his soul and transferring that soul into the phylactery.
Okay,
that-
so,
Yep.
but I don't know that he has to feed souls to the phylactery, do I?
No.
Okay, because that would have been a game changer if I knew that.
Okay. I'll kind of throw this out there. Renwick, have you perchance heard of a city called Uluth-Ur?
Uluth-Ur. It is a name I have not heard or read about in some time. Although the one who came here before, the one who called himself the prophet, asked about Uluth-Ur as well. But that was several years ago. What do you want to know about Uluth-Ur?
What do you know of the drow who live there? I am curious to understand why my people would be there and act as they do.
Which ones? The ones that live there now or the ones that lived there in the past?
Whichever you can enlighten me upon. My own people were separated from them.
I have never been to Uluth-Ur, so I do not know what the drow are like there now, or even if they still are there. But in the millennia, at the dawn of Faerun, the drow came here, escaping, fleeing the wars. Many of them fled to the Underdark. Most of them turned to Lolth, that demon bitch that I hate so much. But the first came here, and they sought a way to survive in the Underdark, and they found something that they should not have tampered with. And an entity entered this world whose name I shall not even speak, for it is foolish to say its name. And they worshipped it, and they unleashed its darkness into the Underdark, and it helped shape what the Underdark became before it was eventually banished from this plane. May it be gone forever, though there are fools who seek to bring it back even now.
That and
Starts
the
with an
other
F.
Evan.
The death that remains.
What we I would
Yeah.
go to
Too many people try to speak
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Boja. hit me first, and then I'll go to Cirrus. What were you gonna say?
I looked at him and said, that one and other ones who should not be named are, there are many that are trying to resurrect the floor again.
There are many things in many planes across all different planes of existence, more than you could possibly count, that should not be tampered with. Even I, with all of my power, dare not speak certain names or go certain places, because there are much worse things than death that exist out there. Cirrus, what were you going to say?
Does the name that shall not be named start with an F?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this group of ground worshippers and their 3 peers are actively trying to free said individual at the moment. We've had encounters closer than I care to repeat with not only them but it.
I
We're
suspect
trying
Yeah.
to stop it, and we somehow find ourselves deeper and deeper into it, even though it appears that we were drawn into it initially, perhaps trying to spark the events to make that happen. Is there anything you could tell us that would help us prevent this?
not necessarily.
Seems like you would benefit from that as much as we would.
I would just say that when you go deeper below here, know that this entire area used to be a Dwarven city. The whole of the Sunbur Hills was a Dwarven realm. But underneath the Dwarven realm was something even darker. It was whispered that the dwarves had the area underneath, the Fane of the Eye, thinned the boundaries between the elemental planes and ours, and that it was possible through magics and sacrifice to create gates to those planes. I would beware any who would be willing to make those sacrifices, and I would also let you know that it requires very specific beings. I have felt that one of those gates was opened fairly recently. I felt it in my mind and in my soul and in my spirit.
Do you know which? Wait, you mean one of the elemental gates or gates to the big asshole himself?
One of the elemental gates. And even now I feel the powers building. Earth, air, and water build their power even now, and the sacrifice has been made, though the arcanes are still being cast. But air beat them all to it weeks ago and opened the elemental plane to the plane of air, to the element, opened the gate to the elemental plane of air. They had found a suitable sacrifice and they have made it.
Yeah, the howling hatred.
Mm-hmm.
They found a suitable sacrifice. A being? Like
Yes.
an individual they had to sacrifice?
Yes. Each plane requires a being, a specific type that encompasses the characteristics necessary to cast the magics and bind it within them. It's arcane knowledge. I do not know if it would be useful or anything that you would want to know, but it is a specific and fairly interesting tome of study, though not something that I have ever wanted to take advantage of.
Well, any information would definitely be useful, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure you have guessed that you are here in the realm of the Earth worshippers. For them, they must sacrifice someone who is a child of Earth, who is steadfast and unmoving, unyielding. Most likely it will be a dwarf or perhaps a gnome that they sacrifice and tear apart to form the gate itself. I assume that when they sacrificed someone to create the gate for air, it had to be somebody of a chaotic nature, somebody who was flighty and wispy and goes from place to place, that cannot be tied down easily, and so they have found to sacrifice them to form the gate.
Does that sacrifice necessarily involve death, or does hanging them upside down and catching their blood in a bowl suffice.
He kind of sighs. He's like, I did not anticipate that I was giving a lesson. He kind of waves his hand, and who done it you recognize, and also Luthria, that he is casting a magic, a glamour, but far beyond you to illustrate. He goes, this is what such a ritual would look like. And you see a generic being with no face. It's just a generic figure. And so you see the figure being vivisected, the arms and legs going to the four corners, and the viscera being used with the head still alive and the creature still alive as a plane, a gate, an elemental gate forms inside the body.
Hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
need to save
nasty.
Carl's root before he can be sacrificed.
What are you
Okay.
laughing about, Jeff?
It's not Jeff who's laughing.
Oh, who done
Who
it?
does
Yeah.
just laughs and shakes his head like,
We appreciate
What-
the information, although I apologize if we've bored you, but you have as much to lose here as anyone.
Not really. One of two things could happen. Either something interesting will happen and it will break my boredom, or I'll be killed, which is even better.
What are the kinds of people that would be required for the other two rituals?
Fire would require somebody who is hot-headed, who is willing to rush into battle without thinking of
looking at Bjorn?
what will happen to them.
I'm looking straight at who done it.
No, not me. I'm looking at Bjorn. Don't look
Water
at me.
will require one who is easily manipulated and manipulative, who can shift and adjust to their surroundings and to the circumstances they find them in, like water. They can
Looking
flow
at Cleric?
from place to place.
Looking right back at
It
you,
can
buddy.
flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
I will say that personality is not always the trait. It depends. The mage who casts a spell will see best how to weave it into the spell that they are the arcane energies that they are focusing and trying to cast. As I said, Earth, the easiest way is to find a child of Earth, a dwarf, who embodies those elements of Earth itself. But you could just as easily find somebody who is as stubborn and as unmoving as Earth to do it as well.
Maybe a
Oh,
Goliath?
they've been capturing dwarves for months now.
Maybe they're
They
looking
seem
for
to have
the
a
right
specific
dwarf.
interest in isolating Mirabar. Do you know if that's connected to the dwarven city? I mean, it seems like dwarves have catacombs all over this damned world.
These are called the Somber Hills, because the ancient dwarven city below was Somber. Somber was founded by the dwarf Somber, who was the brother of the dwarf who founded Mirabar.
Oh, they're very creative with their names.
Well, they're dwarves. What can I say?
Don't be rude.
It's not rude. It's just fact.
Okay.
Can
Do
I
you
be
know-
of any more use?
Do you know which of the stairways around here lead down to, well, down
Fane
to
of the
where
Eye?
we need to go? Towards the Fane of the Eye?
I haven't been out of my tower in quite some time. But unless they've added more stairways, any stairway that goes down goes down. It will go underneath this monastery. Beyond that, I ventured down there from time to time, but haven't been down there in at least a decade. But there were caverns that leaded down from the basement underneath the Sacred Stone Monastery. Those that were here before used to worship the stone, but they were more beneficent. Is that the right word? Yeah.
Beneficent.
Yeah.
Beneficent earth deities, but they have been gone for many centuries. But they used to worship in the caverns below. And before that, it was the dwarves.
Do you know anything of the large stairway in the main chamber?
Yes, it goes down into the basement.
Anything in the basement?
I don't know. I haven't been there in years. When I was here, it was just an empty area with old rotting crates and ale and things such as that.
Oh, damn it. You said ale. Somebody wrangled
Yeah, you got
Bjorn.
Bjorn riled up.
All right. I'll ask for the sake of asking because my colleagues are probably wondering. If we leave you here to your studies, do you pose any threat to the surrounding countryside?
No, none indeed. I have no wish to leave here. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
you've inspired me to take some action, whether I want to or not, so I will promise you this. Any of those wretched earth cultists who try and come back here behind you, I will destroy them.
We'd appreciate that.
That's good enough for me.
I'm going to look at Renwick and I'm going to say, if you truly wish to end your life, why have you not approached any of the temples to seek assistance to end it?
The temples? What would they do?
Divine smite?
They are in touch with their gods.
Yes.
Gods can tell them how to defeat you, how to end you, how to give you the relief you seek if it is death.
I know how to end me. I
But
know.
you have chosen not to.
No. I can't find what it is that I need to end me.
What is it that you need?
My phylactery.
Ah.
Do you know?
Insight check.
Okay.
You do not possess your own phylactery.
Oh, I blew that one.
He sighs.
Let's look.
If I explain this to you, will you go on your way?
If you explain this to us, maybe we could find it and find it for you.
You knew enough to know, I assume, because I could hear what you are whispering amongst each other, at least a little bit of it, that once upon a time my brother and I fought for good. But my brother, I was greedy, and I wanted more power. I wanted arcane power to crush my enemies and to be more powerful than such upstarts as Blackstaff and Elminster. Though I was a fool to think that I could do such a thing. But I tried. I sought always more power, and I thought that lichdom might be the way for me to have enough time, because time is so short for us mortals. But then I thought better of it. And so my brother and I fought in a war, but I always had that potion on me and the phylactery. Little did I know that my meddling brother, who loved me so much, would take that phylactery and hide it away somewhere and cross all of Faerun, because he was a renowned adventurer and traveler. And then as I lay dying on the battlefield, he fed me that potion and cursed me to this undeath for the rest of his life as he went over into death himself. Wherever he goes, may it curse his name. So my phylactery, protected by all the magics that I had put on it in my mortal self, seeking to protect this undead state, now exists unable to be found because of my arrogance and hubris.
A hell of your own making.
Yes, indeed. And I see in you one who might do such a thing himself, so beware.
Okay. Do you guys have any other questions? I think he's been very courteous.
Yeah, I'm willing to let him have this solitude.
He has, without a doubt, been the most hospitable dead thing I have ever encountered.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I just love being referred to as a dead thing, though it is technically correct.
As you said before, it is merely a statement of fact.
Indeed.
It's actually been a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Well, it has been interesting. I hope that you do not find yourself dead in the days to come, and I hope that you put your enemies to death themselves. In fact,
That's the plan.
What does this phylactery, what did he call it?
Phylactery.
Phylactery.
Yeah.
Phylactery look like?
the one that I crafted myself was an opal, but not any opal, a giant one. It was 6 inches high by 10 inches wide.
Big
And
opal.
when you looked deep into its depths with the light behind you, all of the stars in the sky seemed to shine from within it, even though it was inky black in appearance when light did not strike it. It was a beautiful thing to behold, and I encased it in silver filigree all around it with the ruins of spells and arcane symbols that were needed to contain the soul within.
You crafted yourself a huge opal egg. That's neat.
You've made a Fabergé egg.
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
And I'm sorry, you were about to say something else? You said, in fact.
Yes. He looks amongst all of you. There is one here who seeks to do battle. And he looks at Bjorn. I would aid you. And I would get rid of this because it has pained me these many years. It is the last thing I retain from my brothers. He kind of makes a gesture and an amulet appears in his hand and he holds it out to Bjorn. Take this if you wish.
I will take it. Thank you. I will take the amulet from it. What is it?
Inside check.
Yep.
I want to make sure he's not giving him something evil.
And how
All
do
right.
we destroy this thing with your soul in it?
If you were to find my phylactery, I would have to look that up to see how you destroy it. So
Oh, this guy is so honest. So honest. He's like the most honest dead guy ever.
it's like,
I'm gonna see if. No, I can't. Well, I can.
I like
I was going to try to see if I could identify the amulet, see if it stuck out to me.
he says, let's see, hold on. Insight check from Jeff. No, you don't know anything.
Yeah, no.
Steve, what did you roll a history check for?
Just to see if I could identify the amulet, see if there's anything like familiar looking about it.
No.
And it looks like a historical relic. of some
Don't
kind.
worry. I'll identify it later.
Jen, you don't
Okay.
know. You seem to think everything is up on the up. And he explains, he's like, were you to encounter my phylactery? There was only one way to destroy it. It was the last thing that I, in my arrogance, did, thinking that my brother would never harm me. It is only able to be destroyed by a direct blow from his sword, Iron Fang.
So we're going to have to find the prophet. So he was the last person who had the dagger.
You know, the prophet of Earth is supposedly wielding that. Dude.
I did not know that. Either
He
way,
may
even
have
if you
taken it
find
from
it,
your brother's corpse. Do you know where
may
your
have the
brother
phylactery.
was interred? I'm not trying. I'm your phylactery aside. Do you know where your brother was interred?
he was interred as a hero in Summit Hall by the Knights of Samular.
And maybe that's where this prophet got that.
Either way, you would also have to find my phylactery. But if you do, I beg you, please free my soul.
Okay.
Okay. If not, and we do succeed in stopping what's going on, I'll stop by and let you know.
Many thanks.
Also, I did ask what the amulet was.
It is an amulet of health.
Awesome.
It will give you more fortitude to rise and meet the challenges of battle that await you.
Okay, not to be greedy, but you got anything else laying around you don't need that might be useful?
We're just hanging out with Lich, pressing your luck all day long. What was this? We had to talk about strategy and tactics a little while ago.
He
All I
goes,
did was ask.
I appreciate your gift. Thank you.
he considers for a moment. And he kind of conjures again, and 5 other items appear on the floor. He's like, I can spare these because you have given me much to think about and hope that perhaps I might escape this existence. You are free to take any of these. This potion here is a potion of greater healing that I've held and I do not need. The next item here is a potion of giant strength, the same.
Oh, Bjorn.
This scroll here allows one to become invisible for a small amount of time. And also, this scroll here casts a spell that I have no use for anymore, and you're more than welcome to it. It is called Snowball Swarm.
Let me
Neat.
see.
Okay, that was 4.
Hmm?
Fears is really pushing his luck.
Yes,
was 4.
yes, he is.
You did mention a 5th.
Indeed,
What was
I
the
did.
5th?
The 5th item is this. And he gestures again and he goes, this is a most precious item to me, but I have no more need of it anymore because of my state. This has allowed me to win many magical duels when I was much younger. This is a ring of spell storing. It allows you to attempt to either store your own spell or a spell cast at you so that you may hurl it back at your wish out of the spell. Take it and use it well.
Yeah, I think I might make the most use of that.
Or
I have more
whodunit.
slots. Yeah.
Neat.
The Snowball Swarm is the only one. I'm the only one who can cast that.
Cast what?
Snowball Swarm.
Oh, Snowball Swarm.
Yeah, it's the sorcerer or wizard, and so yeah, it has to be me.
All right.
Let's see. Potion of greater healing, potion of giant strength, amulet of health, ring of spell storing, scroll of Snellic Snowball Storm,
And a scroll of invisibility.
scroll of invisibility. Thank you.
I can cast invisibility on my own, so I don't mind if you take it. Whodunit.
And with that, he gestures, and the door opens again and goes, please leave me to my studies. You have been an entertaining diversion. I cannot bless you. That is not in my power, and I do not know that you would want the blessing of one such as I anyway, but I hope that you find success.
I'd just like to say it's
Thanks.
weirdly appropriate that the room in the darkness looks like a creepy outstretched hand.
And with that, because going down into the basement is going to be a whole nother thing, I think we can call it for the evening.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
As we leave the room,
Yep.
the invisible Mr. Simeon stays behind.
Okay.
And through his telepathic connection, Whodunit relays a message as Mr. Simeon speaks.
Is
The
Mr.
master.
Simeon?
Yeah.
What does
The
he
ma-
want him to do?
Mr. Simeon is speaking. I am dictating telepathically, and Mr. Simeon is speaking
Okay.
out of earshot of the others.
Okay. Did you whisper something to me?
No, I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
It's not important that everybody doesn't get to hear it.
Okay.
The master finds pity for you, dead man. If he can destroy you, he will. That is his promise.
One can only hope, little fiend. Don't think that you went unseen or unnoticed. But tell your master that if he should destroy me, he can have that which I know he will seek amongst my things, but is not visible.
The master hears. And with that, Mr. Simeon will leave the room.
Okay. And with that, I think we can wrap up for the evening.
Ooh,
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
so many things.